a pint of broth is a penis.
Okay, enough
and
now.
a stock
Enough.
is a clit.
Right, enough.
Okay, fine. I love you.
I hate when you do that.
I'm trying to be unambiguous.
I hate when you do that.
Like what? Biology with Dreya. And yeah, they do have the roots. They go deep into it. Okay,
Enough.
fine. I love you.
I love you too.
Don't hurt me.
I do not hurt you. I hate when he says that. I do not hurt you.
I'm sorry.
So annoying.
Okay, what in the hell were we doing to do? I should take a look around in the area and see what I can find out about Mr. Shoulder and Hobbs Barrow. Find Mr. Bryden's farm.
Oh, Jane.
Jane has provided the location of Hobbs Barrow. It's found on the land of a farmer named Mr. Bryden, north of the graveyard. Let's go.
Yeah, you were taught the little girl. Yeah, you just went in the tunnel, and it was a ghost, and the little girl, the real little girl, said she wasn't in the tunnel, and a badger tried to bite you.
185. Hang on, spider clitoris. I couldn't find any evidence of spider clitoris.
No, enough.
Okay.
I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable.
Okay.
Enough.
Fine.
I love you.
Fine. I love you too.
Enough.
Let's see if I have a map. Can I go to the... Although the graveyard's right here, I believe. And I will bring up the hint page if I need it, which I probably will. Last time we found a little girl not hiding in a badger den. We nearly got killed by a badger.
Badgers don't kill people.
I think so. There was that pornographic dwarf who got eaten by a badger. I don't know if that was a real story.
Just stop.
No, like a real news story.
Okay,
he was like a Gordon Ramsay impersonator who got eaten by badgers.
That's nice. No more of this now.
What? No more, but that's a real news story. I don't know if it was real. Hang on.
No. Stop it. Oh, you're so annoying.
Gordon
Just play the game.
Dwarf badger? I remember this. It was in Perth, apparently.
Can't discuss anything. Yes, we can, Nova Primo. We can discuss the bloody game.
From perthnow.com.au. A dwarf porn star who was working as Gordon Ramsay's double, in, I assume, parodies, has been found dead in a badger den in Wales. Never mind. Why is Perth News responding to it then? It's Welsh. Yeah, he's
He wasn't eaten by the badgers, though. It says he committed suicide. He went into a den.
No, they said he is not. They have not ruled out the possibility.
It says here he was found in an underground chamber that was about to be gassed to kill the badgers. So the badgers didn't kill him. He just killed himself.
I don't know.
All right, enough. Now.
Okay, fine. I'm closing this.
Enough now.
Okay, fine. Which perv? Let's go over here. Go back to the game. Go back to gnome ass. Speaking of pornographic small people.
I like the gnome.
Fresh grave.
This appears to be a recently dug unmarked grave.
Oh, I forgot her.
This appears to be a recently dug unmarked grave.
It's posh Carlac. It's Carlac if she went to private school. I come to stream for these exact topics. And apparently dislikes them.
I do dislike them.
Right, can we go up this way now? Yes, we can. We're allowed.
It's like the memes in Discord. I hate the memes
with only the odd sheep for company. I reflected upon my visit to Bewley thus far. The enigmatic Mr. Shoulder and his puzzling disappearance. The townsfolk of Bewley who had made it as difficult as they could for me to find Hobbs Barrow.
The voice direction is interesting because they've clearly gotten her to basically have her lips up to the microphone. It's almost ASMR.
Yeah.
It's like, the townfolk of Bewley, who had made it as difficult as they could for me to find Hobbs Barrow. It's very close to the mic.
The suspicion, the wariness in their eyes. Only now I know it was actually fear. In the end, it was the innocence of a child, young Jane, that condemned me to my fate.
Oh, Christ.
What?
It's very cliched.
It is.
Very trite.
I've no desire to wander the furrows.
Oh, sorry, too posh to wriggle around in the dirt.
Dreya can do an English voice that isn't the cockpit. What's my direction? Think Lara Croft, but ASMR.
Basically. Although I've never played a Lara Croft game. That's, Tomb Raider, right? Actually forgot for a second.
Angelina Jolie.
I've never seen that movie
I haven't
either.
seen the movie either.
Actually, no, I've seen about 20 minutes of it. It was extremely bad from what I remember, but I've never actually seen it.
I don't think Angelina Jolie has ever been good in anything.
Angelina Jolie
It's
might
just
be
shit actress.
might be one of the worst living actors.
She's supposed to
but,
be good
you know,
in Girl Interrupted, but I've never actually seen
I've heard
that.
she's been good in one or two things, but I've never seen them. Like, was she in that movie about the changeling?
Yeah, I've seen that. I don't think she was actually good in that.
No, that's one of the things people go, she was okay in that one.
She's supposed to be good in Girl Interrupted.
Mm.
Who's her
Very
dad
bad
again?
actor.
Her dad's the one from Deliverance.
John Voight.
The one who's like a mad
The one who went
right-winger.
weird, yeah. The one who started out really good and then became fucking insane. Yeah, John Voight. That fucking madman. John Voight's another one where he's good in some things and then unbelievably shit in other things.
He's got a very raspy voice.
Mm. Apparently she was in Hackers.
Is
but
that the
that's
one with
never
Johnny
right.
Lee Miller?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they got married, didn't they?
Did they?
Had the Johnny Lee Miller from Hackers and Trainspotting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were married, and then she was.
My mum had a huge crush on Johnny Lee Miller.
Oh, he's very good looking.
She watched there's
Elementary?
there's a really shit Sherlock Holmes show called Elementary with him and Lucy Liu, I think.
Yeah, she plays
And
Watson.
my mum watched every episode of that just because she wanted to see Johnny Lee Miller just walk around.
He's very good looking.
She was very bad at Hackers, but
Yeah, she's very attractive.
I don't think so.
She
It's
is.
just an opinion, I know, but I've never gotten it. Now, Matthew Lillard.
I don't get Matthew Lillard. I don't
Really?
No, I don't find him
Not
attractive.
into Shaggy?
No, not into the Shaggy.
I like Matthew Lillard as an actor.
As an actor, I like him. I'm not into the Shaggy look.
What, have you seen him in Hackers?
Well, clips of it, yeah.
Matthew Lillard looks like, I don't know, he gives off very trans energy, and I'm not sure in which direction.
Matthew Lillard is also the one from Scream, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he was quite annoying in Scream.
And Twin Peaks The Return, briefly. I like Matthew Lillard, he's cool.
Yeah.
I think he was on an episode of Critical Role that I watched at one point.
He's in that
He's
movie.
really into D&D.
He's in that movie that was popular recently about this guy that goes to a restaurant and gets attacked by these animatronics.
Oh, another video game.
Five
fucking
Nights
edit.
at
Yeah,
Freddy's.
it's Five Nights at Freddy's.
That was a huge hit.
Yeah, unfortunately. I hate those games. Anyway, let's
This
click
is
on
not mine to
bucket.
take.
Oh, steal the bucket if you want. Let's knock on the door.
Why would she even want a bucket?
I don't know. She's a, whatever it's called, a adventure game protagonist. They're all kleptomaniacs.
Oh,
Hello.
What do you want?
Introduce yourself.
My name is Thomasina Bateman.
Of course it
Mr.
is.
Bryden, I presume.
Aye. What do you want, lass?
I was told that you know where Hobbs Barrow is.
I understand Hobbs Barrow is located on
He
your
is
land.
so hot in Hackers.
Oh, well, yes. Why'd you ask?
I am an antiquarian, Mr. Bryden. I'm writing a volume on the Barrows of England.
Oh,
It's going to be the
suppose you'll
most
wanting to
boring
dig
book ever
about
written.
it.
and if you're into
If
that
at all
kind of
possible, Mr. Bryden. I was invited to Bewley by Mr. Leonard Shoulder, who told me such an excavation would be possible.
Leonard Shoulder. Ha!
He's
I haven't
been
seen
dead
him
for
in
years.
The last I heard, he were on death's
Yeah,
door.
he's a ghost.
There's to be no more digging there, lass. Not since it went so badly last time.
The Buggins came out.
thing. What happened last time?
Willy's Wonderland is 1,000 times better than the Five Nights movie. I've also heard that's not very good as the other thing. Like, it does look better,
No,
but I've
last
also
time.
heard it's
Ask
not
him what
good.
happened last time.
Was there a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Aye. Me brother dug it up. Must have been, what, 25 years ago. You see, whatever he found inside, well, it drove him mad.
Ooh, Lovecraft.
Aye. I moved back here to look after him. Poor bastard hanged himself not long after.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bryden. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's fine.
Time passed, but it were an awful thing.
What happened to the other men, I guess?
Mm-hmm. Tell me exactly how your brother hanged
No,
himself.
no, the
I
other men.
know.
That's what the other men.
Who else was involved in the excavation?
2 others, I believe. Outsiders, perhaps. I can't say for sure. I think they left town pretty swiftly afterwards. I lived in Bakewell at the time. I only moved back here to look after Samuel. I took over the farm when he passed away.
I see.
I guess you could ask more about Leonard. It's up to you.
I don't know.
You haven't seen Mr. Shoulder for some time.
I hear about him now and then, but it must be a good few years since I set eyes on him.
He hasn't been here to visit Hobbs Barrow.
Not to my knowledge. I heard he's beset by ailments.
This guy seems
Don't
nice.
leave his home
Yeah.
often.
He's been the friendliest
How
of the
odd.
adults.
I assumed he'd spoken
Apart
to you
from the
about my
barman.
visit.
The barman.
Not at all.
Or bartender, whatever you call him.
What he found that drove him mad was a copy of the Borderlands movie. Here's my conspiracy take. I have a feeling, just from the trailers, that the Borderlands movie and its writing and execution are exactly as good as the Borderlands games, because I've played those. But film critics are actually able to recognize when stuff is shit as opposed to gamers, and so it's gotten slated. Like, I think that if the exact same plot and writing was in a Borderlands game, Borderlands fans would eat that shit up, because it's just as shit from what I can see. Fuck, I hate Borderlands. The farm.
What can you tell me about your farm?
Samuel's fair to side. We're a fortunate family. The soil is fertile here. Crops grow without too much trouble. All the other farmers round here raise livestock, even Lord Panswick. We grow feed for them.
Most fortunate, Mr. Bryden.
So is your brother a ghost now, or some sort of ghoul or buggins?
What did your brother find?
Samuel. Samuel were his name.
Sorry, what did Samuel find in the barrow?
I don't know. But something went wrong. Afterward, he could barely speak.
Of course,
You couldn't make out a word like.
How's
must
that
have been
different from anyone
hard.
else in the
He
town?
lost a hand in that
Sorry,
excavation too,
I'm
you know.
playing the character.
Goodness me, how?
I try hard not to speculate on what might have happened, lass.
Yeah, stop
I'd
asking
see
this
him
man all these
disappear into
dramatic
that
questions.
barrow, dragging timber in with him. You'd hear him hammering away for hours. I offered him help, but
Fiddling
he'd
with
have none
himself.
of it. Soon enough, he blocked the entrance off. To look at it now, you'd never know the thing we dug up. The land has reclaimed it.
Can I excavate it, please?
Mr. Bryden, may I please have your permission to excavate
You still want to do it
Hobbs'
after
barrow?
all that?
No. Have you not been listening?
Exactly. Have you not been
Samuel
listening?
found something in there that's best left to rot. No digging here, lass.
Wouldn't you like to find out more about what Samuel found in there?
Wouldn't you like to find out more about what Samuel found in there?
Perhaps. But Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. You don't want to tempt the same fate, lass.
Can I at least see it?
Perhaps I can at least see Hobbs' barrow.
I suppose you've come a long way to be here, lass.
All the way from London.
Mr. Bryden.
Yes.
Have you any proof of all you've told me?
Proof?
You wish to see proof of what, Mr. Bryden?
I can't let any Tom, Dick or Harry wander around me fields. What proof have you of your claims?
Like what? That I'm an antiquarian from London?
You wish to see proof of what, Mr. Bryden?
Well, I guess
I
you'll
can't
have to
let
go
any
away and
Tom,
get
Dick or
something.
Harry
Yeah.
wander around me fields. What proof have you of your claims?
You probably have something in your little box that you left in
Maybe.
the alleyway.
Maybe I have something in my
Thanks for
little
your
box.
Ta-ra now.
What do I have up here? Lantern, chisel. I've got a chisel. Do you want a chisel?
I don't wish to give that away.
Okay, but
No,
you can
but
show.
maybe if you go back to the little box, you know how she had a box? Oh, you can show me a letter.
Here is proof that Mr. Shoulder
There we
invited
go.
me to Bewley in order to excavate Hobbs' barrow.
I can't read.
Leonard making bold promises, I see. Don't make me regret this. But yes, you can have a look at it.
I'm gonna make you
Thank
regret
you.
it so much.
Any road. Once you've set your eyes on it, you won't be wanting out to do with it. The place gives one a
Have you met
queer
Mr.
feeling.
Shoulder? No.
myself met him.
So where can I find it?
Through that gate to your left.
Thank you.
Just head straight across the top to the field there.
She's clearly going to
15
start
minutes or so,
digging
you'll
as soon as
see.
she's on her own.
There's gonna be like a little mole
Thank
just
you
going.
again, Mr. Bryden. I really do appreciate it.
She doesn't seem to give a fuck.
Well, she thinks that they're just simple country folk who,
They are probably.
who went
This
mad
is not
overnight.
mine.
I saw a piece last night saying how for a couple of hours Borderlands
Well,
wasn't the worst reviewed
well,
movie
can
of the
we-
year.
well, can we-
The
Oh,
Crow was.
Jesus.
Oh, little baby friend.
Easy girl.
I love you. Can I squish your cheeks?
Leave her alone.
I'm not fond of goats at the best of times, but this one seems particularly
Ghosts are very
disagreeable.
rude.
They're so sweet.
Where
The Crow was weighted lower for a short time at 6% over 8%.
Kane, walk,
What?
walk.
No!
I want to see you go on walk.
Nah, I want to look at goat.
The goat isn't interested in you.
Well, I'm interested in goat.
Just, do you know where you're going?
Yeah, out the gate.
Then go.
Okay.
Mm. Well, it's actually an interesting game for once, and you're just standing there looking at goats.
That's so rude to the other games we played.
What do we find some good games recently.
Mm-hmm. Also some shit games.
The one that was set in, what was it called? Velvetec? Velvetec?
I
Velvetec.
probably should have brought my umbrella.
Just keep walking, girl. Velvetec was good, and so was the game with the pervert in the hotel room. The pervert in the hotel room.
Click-holding? You hated click-holding.
That was a good game. And there was another game we played
Detention.
that was good. Detention was very good. That was brilliant. That's probably my favourite one. We played a little bit of that game where they were in...
Kentucky Route Zero.
Yeah. We played another game that was good.
I can't remember.
AR.
We've played some
I
very
haven't a
good
clue
games.
what that could be referring to.
A-or.
Finally, here it is.
Yippee! Scratch at
Hobbs
it.
Barrow.
Unleash the horrors.
Is that all it is? It's very small. I thought it should be bigger.
Indeed, a barrow of a most unusual rectangular form.
There's going to
I've
be
not
a
seen
white
something
that
like
gives us
this
a
since
magical
West
sword.
Kennet Longbarrow. Yes, this shall make a fine entry for my book. What secrets do you conceal, I wonder?
Dig.
She'll eat a bit more than that, won't she? Than just a little... What's she doing?
Smell. Earthy and sweet.
Is she sexually interested in barrows?
Maybe.
I wrote a paper about West Kennet Long Barrow. My god,
3,
the chat is full of fucking nerds.
Is that the one from Lord of the Rings?
1.
West Kennet Longbarrow.
I don't
You
think
can
so.
open your
What's West
eyes
Kennet
now,
Longbarrow?
Thomasina.
Oh, her dead dad, yeah. Oh, my daddy died. Well, well, well.
Come.
Rude.
Are you
It's an
ready
actual
for your
barrow.
first
I don't
excavation?
even know what a barrow is.
Yes, Daddy.
So
Like a
the-
burial mound, right?
Capital. Make sure you remember everything I've taught you. I have a feeling you
Remember
might
my
find something
beard.
special.
How exciting.
I'll be watching from the
I'm
steps, my little
small.
bird. Good luck.
Thank you, Daddy.
Welcome. Smack. Slap.
Rude. Trowel. Take trowel.
Now I'm ready.
You can't be digging, you're a young lady. You should be playing with dolls and
Hello.
knitting or whatever.
Oh, I'm English. Hello.
I'm so
Can't
breathy.
find the treasure, Daddy.
You didn't even look.
Keep looking, my little bird. Leave no stone
If my
unturned.
Scooby-Doo vision is working, it's here. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. It's slightly unshaded compared to the rest of it, which means it's going to be animated. Use trowel on here. It's a dead bird. Daddy, why?
Just worms.
He tricked you.
That's the real treasure. Worm wife.
Your mum's going to be like, you're messing up the garden.
Mm-hmm. It's already dug up a bit. It's all like flower beds.
Nothing here.
Nothing here.
Maybe it's by the tree.
It's probably in this one. The servants will clear this up. It's fine.
Treasure.
It's a little vase. Is
Daddy,
it?
Yeah.
I found the treasure.
Did you say vase or vase?
I don't know. I think I go back and forth. Not really sure which one is correct or not.
Look.
Well done, little bird. Your first successful excavation.
Smash it over his face.
That urn you're holding is
Oh, it's an
very
urn.
old and precious. Take good care
It's
of
a
it,
vase to me.
all right?
I will, Daddy. I promise.
Smash.
What an insufferable little girl.
Smash, smash.
She's too posh. I don't like it when kids have posh voices. It rubs me the wrong way.
They can have any voices they like.
They're just too posh. Sounds wrong.
But she
Sounds
can't
weird.
help how she's raised to talk.
It's again, it's like when we went up to Northern Ireland and you heard like kids speaking in Northern Irish accents. It's like that's not right. That's a fake voice you're doing. you sound like Roy Walker from Catchphrase. You sound ridiculous.
Kate is obsessed with this Roy Walker guy from Catchphrase.
It's the most famous Northern Irish person I know.
I can think of a fair few more famous ones than that.
Mr. Chips.
Why are you so obsessed with whoever this man is?
What's Mr. Chips doing?
Oh my god.
Mommy, what's Mr. Chips doing? From like an 8-year-old. It's like, that doesn't sound right. What accent should they have? A normal one.
What's a normal
I
one?
don't know. Like a slightly neutral Cork accent, I guess. Daddy! You're not saying that's posh, are you? No. I don't think any Irish person, north or south, can actually sound posh. Even if you are posh from Ireland, I think you always sound a little bit like you've just come off a farm.
I do have a feeling there is something exceptional to be discovered here. I must gain Mr. Bryden's permission to excavate.
No, just dig. He's not there. No one can stop you.
That's how we're going to get... He seemed pretty adamant.
She's very law-abiding, this one, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Just dig. I'd just dig.
The single most posh place in Ireland is like upper middle class in most other nations.
Darkness
Maybe
falls
in
quickly here.
the
Make
90s and
my way
80s,
back to the
definitely.
inn.
Aren't the posh Irish people just wanted slightly bigger farms? I mean, yeah, every like politician here owns a farm, so it's not untrue.
I shouldn't disturb
And
him
they're
at
also
this
all
late hour.
landlords.
Steal his bucket. Return to the inn. I want to steal his bucket, or look at a
This is not mine
sleeping
to
goat.
take.
Can I look at a sleeping goat? Oh,
I don't wish to risk waking it up.
sleeping goat. Okay, let's go back. Village Square, please.
Oh, look how foggy. Now it looks like the north of England.
Hiya.
Hello.
Good evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening, Stanley. I found Hobbs Barrow.
Oh, remember what I said, Miss Bateman? There are stories connected to that place.
Yes, stories you won't elaborate on, I might add. Don't worry about me, Stanley. I'm quite capable of warding off imagined fiends.
I have no doubt.
She's such an M.R.
Please
James
leave
character.
that place be.
Except she's a woman.
I've come this far, there's no turning back now.
That's precisely
The
what worries
women
me.
characters in M.R. James books are always unnamed. Or they're called like the secretary or the wife.
The wife.
In
Goodbye.
conversation, that's fine. Hello, man.
Good evening, gentlemen.
What
Yeah.
are you gonna do about him?
If he thinks he can take her away from here, he's got another thing coming. I am gonna knock his bloody block off.
This is just what men sound like.
In fact, I can think of a better punishment.
I'm gonna spank him.
Oi, what do you want, lady? Piss off.
You are
Fuck
the
you!
Charming.
You talked to that fella earlier, didn't you?
I think
Good
so.
evening, Mr. Crozier.
Is he the blacksmith?
Yes, he is.
Thanks again for the fossil, lass.
It's not
It is
cursed
truly
at all.
a beauty.
You're most welcome. How long have you been collecting fossils?
Ever since I were a boy. The
He's not
moors
too
look
bad,
a
the
barren
blacksmith.
He's
place,
fine.
But there are plenty of fossils to
In
be
these kind of
found in the
games,
rock
the blacksmith is
formations.
always the friendly one.
All manner
Like
of
in
creatures to
Pentiment, the
uncover.
blacksmith was a lovely
Such
one.
a playground for a young lad. What's your favourite piece in your collection?
The ammonite you gave me today. The most recent is always the best.
Ah, you flirt. you.
Indeed.
What about you, lass? Do you
Are you
collect
into the
out?
I
blacksmith?
do.
No.
You see, I'm writing
He's
a book
into
on
her.
the Barrows of England.
Well, who
It shall
wouldn't
be
be?
called
Look at it.
Vestiges
Although
of the
she's a bit too
Antiquities
posh.
in Rural England. I document all my findings.
But what do you collect?
Pottery, tools and such.
Bones too, no doubt.
No, I leave those in place.
You've got a
Nerd.
morbid heart, lass. Fussing about in old graves like that.
We're not dissimilar in that we both take an interest in the remains of the long gone.
I suppose you have a point there.
Let's get married.
How's your
Emma.
book coming along then?
Very well, thank you.
With
But I'm
those
rather keen
hips,
to
you will
begin my
bear me
chapter
many
on Hobbs
sons.
Barrow. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
What's he doing?
No, he's doing that knife thing. Oh, the little piss cat.
Biscuit!
Good evening, sir.
Fuck off.
Did you just grit his teeth?
I'll leave you to it.
Wait,
I don't
Piss
wish
cat.
to wake him up.
Piss cat. Look at piss cat.
oh, there's that
this
cranky
fucker,
old man.
weirdo.
Hello, Cyril.
You're still here?
Did Mr. Long convince you of the virtues of Bewley Station?
What the hell do you think? Now bugger off and leave me to me drink.
Such an awful prick.
He's so unpleasant.
Can I go into piss
Seems even
room?
more wound up than usual. I must say, last night has rather put me off using these toilets.
Well, if you need to go to the bathroom,
Are you just
have
gonna
no choice.
shit in a field? What are you gonna?
She could get a chamber packed.
Hmm.
A lovely place to warm oneself.
I think we've talked to everybody. Yeah, I
don't
can't
wish
talk
to-
to piss cat, so I guess we'll go.
Time for bed. Tomorrow I shall convince Mr. Bryden to allow me to begin my excavation.
Miss Bateman,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that
How
drunk
are you?
fella who's always
Tired.
shitting on you.
can I buy you a drink?
No.
What do you want?
I don't trust this man. I guess you could get some information from him, maybe.
It's up to Mo.
Emma.
It's up to Emma. Fine.
One more won't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
One won't hurt.
Excellent.
Doesn't he have a wife? He mentioned
He
his...
did mention a wife.
Happened last night. I'm sorry, I can't remember it.
That's all right, Mr. Tillett. Alcohol can do all sorts of damage to
I
one's
mean, he's...
memory.
Actually, maybe
I
you
was
won't be able to
thinking
get information out of him.
maybe
Because remember, he
if
took
we
one
had
drink and he fell
another
Yeah.
asleep.
night, I might remember what happened.
If
Yeah,
we had
of
another
course.
drink.
I'm not sure that's logical.
Yeah.
But worth trying?
I don't need any further convincing.
We need to.
Take your seat, Miss Bateman. I shall return.
We're
with the
enabling an
goods.
alcoholic here.
That's not. It's his own responsibility. Also, I thought he was just going to give her a drink, not that he was going to get one too.
Mm-hmm.
He did get one anyway, even if he did go to bed.
To Leonard's shoulder.
Wherever he may be,
He's going to fall asleep.
He's
now.
so dead.
He's going to drink the drink and then he's going to fall asleep again.
I've been meaning to ask you something.
Yes?
Why did Leonard Shoulder ask you to dig up Hobbs Barrow?
He's probably some sort of ghoul or ghost.
Despite his disappearing act the previous evening, not to mention his questionable sobriety, I decided Mr. Tillett was to be my ally. I spoke again of Mr. Shoulder's letter, his proposed excavation, and my status as an antiquarian and barrow digger. He was fascinated and quite excited at the prospect of meeting the soon-to-be author of a real-life book.
I don't like words.
You must find all manner of riches on your digs.
Barrow digging is not all success, Mr. Tillett. Often I'll come across the likeliest of sites steeped in promise. We set to work with shovel and pick and all the other barrow opening paraphernalia you can imagine. Every stone carefully taken down, every shovel full of earth put dutifully through the sieve. And
Boring!
we find nothing.
Yeah, she's very
We
boring.
find a miserable remnant of animal bone or a shard of pottery hardly to be recognised from the peat in which it decayed. Sometimes it's as if some Neolithic humorist prepared an elaborate practical joke
You'd
for
love
your
talking to
special
her.
benefit.
No, I wouldn't. I find archaeology very boring.
Really?
Bores the hell out of me.
In England's most remote railway station.
You're purely academic, not practical.
What does that mean?
You're right,
What
Mr.
the fuck
Tillett.
does that
Had
mean?
another argument.
How dare you?
Your wife?
Aye.
I fucking
She
hate
didn't
that
want me
bitch
coming to the
wife.
plough tonight. Truth is, I've been drinking my life away since my mother passed.
Oh, I'm
I
not your
miss-
therapist. Get out.
I miss me
I'm
mother.
sorry for your loss.
I miss me mum and I hate me wife.
It's been a year since the old girl left us. She
That's
had a
time
horrible
enough to
end,
get over it.
Wasting away, day by day.
Do you want to be my new
Consumption
wife?
got it. Which would no but bones.
Can you be my new wife or maybe me new mum?
Mind.
Either one will do.
Sure, everything's.
Maybe both.
I'm so sorry.
I apologise for going on, Miss Bateman. It's not appropriate.
Yeah, I kind of want to
Don't
hit
worry,
you.
Mr. Tillett. I appreciate your openness.
Used to love going for walks out in the moor.
Maybe
My
now I'll
mother
tell you
and I.
about the
Ever since I were a
moors or
little
whatever.
She'd get a tear in her eye as she looked out upon it. She loved this land. I asked Mr. Crozier to build a bench, which we've erected at a favourite lookout spot on the moors.
Did you pass that bit?
think so.
Lookout,
Yeah.
we called it. Aye,
That's a beautiful tribute.
aye. If you take a seat there, do keep
It's not
her in
like
your
there's
thoughts,
anything
won't
else
you?
here to
Of
distract him.
course, Mr. Tillett. I can relate in some manner. My father
Me
had an
dad's
accident
dead.
when I was very young. He's still alive, but he can neither
Oh.
move nor speak. He spends his entire life bedbound and incapable of communicating or looking after himself in any way.
At that point, you put him down with a rock,
Yeah,
right?
obviously,
Like,
yeah.
At that point, you
Of
drop a
some
big rock in his
That's
head.
horrible.
So much,
I wouldn't want to live
even though
like
I was
that.
so young. I think writing this
Emma
book is my
always
way of
says that
carrying
if
on
there's
his
any
work.
catatonic
It helps me
character in a thing,
reclaim
she's
those
always like,
earlier memories of him.
smother me with a
And I
pillow.
visit him often to tell
100%.
him all about my excavations.
Can he hear you?
I've no
I'm
idea.
a big fan of
The
euthanasia.
doctors aren't
What if I
sure.
just carried you
I'd do
around like a
anything
little
to
doll
make
or
him better,
something?
Mr. Tillett. I'd do anything to bring him back to the man he was. I am in
Even
a state
wake up
of
ghosts?
suspended mourning for a man caught between life and death.
Just kill him.
Dreadful. Just dreadful.
We all have our
Just kill your
weaknesses.
dad.
Mine just happens to be my father,
What of your mother?
a cold woman. We
We're
haven't
cold
talked in
woman.
quite some time. I think she blamed me for my father's accident.
Well, was it your
somehow.
fault?
Did you drop a bowling ball on him?
Child.
Indeed. She thus saw it fit that a governess should raise me as she spent her life
Well, that's what they
grieving
did
for
in
my
them
father.
days and in your class. That's not that unusual. Get over yourself. Get over yourself.
I propose a toast.
A toast to what?
A shared sense of loss.
It's a strange
God,
thing
you're
to
northern.
That, Arthur.
That's a strange thing to toast.
It's what these people
Let's
do.
toast our misery.
Now then,
What else
enough
do
of
they
this
have?
wallowing.
Let us be
Sheep?
merry. Another round.
I really
A
shouldn't.
little goat and some hens.
Oh,
But
no.
I did.
Oh,
And
no.
another after that.
No.
And another.
You're going to wake up in bed together.
With this horrible mutton-chopped man.
Please don't wake up in bed together. That'd be so gross.
The frustrations of my visit to Bewley slipped away with each swill of Stanley's finest ale. We had great fun that night, Mr. Tillett and I.
No! You're gonna be fucking sucking on his mutton chops.
I treasure the memory.
I treasure the memory.
Go on then. Let's hear
Don't
those
think I'll
pipes.
kill myself.
I mustn't.
Sing the song.
No!
You're incorrigible.
You're incorrigible.
Don't make a sad man happy.
Oh, all right.
Ah! Please don't! Please don't sing.
Clasps, celts, and arrowheads I'll try.
I'm taking out my
to
earphones.
claw within
I've taken
my
them out
clutch.
now. I can't hear what's happening.
And if a shield
too
I
much
should
for- I hate this shit.
I'll vow there ne'er was such.
With popish pits and relics rare, the priests their flocks do gull. In casting out the
He's
earth
just as
they
shit as
care.
you.
Huzzah! I've found a skull.
He looks a little bit like which there was a Tsar and an English boy who looked identical.
George V, I think?
Yeah, he looks like him.
Yeah, he does a bit. Yeah. Is she with someone or is she by herself?
I don't know. Maybe she's just, what do they call it? Jilling off. Horrible phrase. Huzzah! I found a skull. Bars, to be fair. Huzzah! You don't get huzzah a lot anymore.
Huzzah!
Thomasina on the piss. Ooh, this is very pretty. Why is it always magenta?
Oh my goodness.
I'm a little guy. Oh! I love you. Hello. Oh.
Hello, Goblin.
Hello, Thomasina.
What is this? Who are you?
Mr.
I'm
Shoulder?
the one that saved your father.
What do you mean?
You were here 25 years ago.
My father?
You were deep down with the others. You were there, and something went wrong. I dragged him out.
Impossible.
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
I don't understand.
Believe my words. You'll find proof in morning.
I have a trustworthy face.
Now go.
I'm just a normal little guy.
I'm just a little guy.
One more thing. This is not a dream.
Stay away from Piss Cat.
Okay, good stuff. I'm in your brain. I'm the little man who lives in your brain.
Goodness, that was a terrible sleep.
So there's something on the cabinet and something by the door.
It's a candle.
You said you'd find proof, though.
Mm-hmm.
The candle has melted. It's not much use anymore. Perhaps Mr. Kemp will replace it this evening.
Who's Mr. Kemp?
Jammed shut.
The
The wood must have warped
innkeeper.
over the
Oh,
years.
Stanley Kemp, yeah.
There's a book.
What's this?
Proof from Goblin. Oh, it's got a little stone in it. Isn't
There's
that
a
cute?
strange stone strapped to the cover.
Ah! Baby hen.
Arrived after a decent day's ride from Bakewell. This is a curious place. The locals seem distant.
Northern accent, please.
I can't do accents.
London accent,
I
then.
can't do accents. I'm here to meet my local contact tomorrow, so it'll be an early night for me. I shall try and keep a diary of my stay here and not give up by day 3, as usual. Despite the thrill of new discoveries, I cannot stop thinking about my wife and whether I should have left her in that state. I must have faith that she will conquer this bout of illness. True to form, my journal has been abandoned. Let that not speak for the excitement I feel for this excavation. After much preparation, we dig tomorrow. Such an exceptional site with a unique history. As for the dangers, we shall meet them head on. We are prepared. I also sought out a local wise woman yesterday, and she provided me with a...
No such thing, mate.
She provided me with a tincture?
Tincture.
For my beloved's nausea. I'm sure she should be pleased with it upon my return. Lo, a place of miracles. A planted seed sprouted before our eyes and illuminated the path. Nature's laws hold no meaning here, but I clutch my tablet with the knowledge that shall end this. Funny words. We found the code was simply in the singularity of the characters. All eyes must face towards the seventh.
Archontic.
Next page. When the sun and the two moons meet, the guardian shall be defeated.
Okay.
A dead language reveals the path. For thou art the moon, the chief of the stars. Listen to the things that I have said. Follow the words of my mouth. Reveal thyself to me. I heard a whisper, not once, repeatedly. I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit. That was boring.
It appears to be a journal, full of hogwash.
Yeah, there's a lot of nonsense.
I recognise the handwriting.
It's obviously your dad's journal, bitch.
Maybe
Probably.
Stanley knows more about it.
She probably is going to turn to be one of those stupid twists that I hate.
morning.
That she's been here before
How's
and
your
has blocked
head,
out the
Miss
memory.
Bateman?
No idea.
That
Well, her
was
mum
quite
said that she was to
cheery
blame for the
treated us to
accident,
last
so she must have been
night.
here before.
To be honest,
And she
Stanley,
just
I
blocked
felt
out the
better.
memory.
Mm.
I hate those kind
I
of
take it
twists.
you slid
Okay.
this journal under my door?
I beg your pardon?
The journal, Stanley.
I certainly did no such thing. Nor could have anyone else. You're the only guest
I was
staying
busy
here.
pulling myself
What's the
off
meaning of
outside
all
your
this?
window.
Do you propose that it manifested itself out of thin air?
I don't like your
Well,
tone, lass.
Continue accusing or relent.
I relent. What, you owe him money. Don't piss him off.
We gave him a silver cross.
Yeah, but you're going to give whatever. Like you still owe him. He's still giving
It's
me
the
money.
deposit.
Yeah, someone needs the deposit.
I'm sorry. I just don't understand how else it could have got there. Are you sure there was no one else here overnight?
Without doubt.
How very, very peculiar.
So, what does it say inside?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you trust Stanley?
I don't really trust any of these people.
Oh, what
So-
about Mr. Crozier?
It's up to you.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Nope. You're the choose one.
No, my name is Emma.
You're the choose, Emma.
No, show him so.
Take a look.
Well, I can't make head nor tail of it.
Neither can I.
Maybe someone else in the village can help you with it.
What do you make of this stone?
That's a funny looking thing. It's got a cockerel on it.
Ah!
Yes, but have you seen anything like it?
Never.
Do you ever have strange dreams, Stanley?
No.
Me?
No, I mean, sit.
I sleep as
No.
sound as a baby.
Joanna?
I had one
Sit up.
such dream
No,
last
go on.
night.
It's uncomfortable.
No, it
So
isn't.
Yes, it
vivid.
is.
No, it isn't.
What were it about?
No need to talk about it.
Oh, nothing. Don't worry.
Suit yourself.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
You shouldn't trust him that much.
Good morning, Mr. Kemp.
Good day, Miss Tompkins.
I'm here for his lordship's paper.
Sorry, lass. Mr. Price hasn't dropped them off this morning. I heard he actually left the village yesterday.
Indeed, I can vouch for that.
Ma'am?
Good day.
Oh dear.
I don't like the
His
posh.
lordship won't be pleased.
Oh,
My
great.
sincerest
She does sound like the
apologies,
chicken.
Tompkins.
Yeah.
I'll come back in a few days.
A few
Ta-ra.
days.
Goodbye.
Look at it.
Emma hates the chicken Babs in Chicken Run, by
Oh,
the way.
she's so annoying.
I've never heard anybody dislike her.
Yes, you have.
before.
There was a tweet, and it was like a picture of Babs knitting, and the tweet was like, "This dumb bitch and her stupid constant knitting."
No, it was just like, this bitch is always knitting.
No, it's
it wasn't saying she was dumb.
Yes, it did. It said, "This dumb bitch and her
Uh-huh.
stupid knitting."
I like Babs.
All
Babs
she-
is nice.
All Babs does is knit and
I
say.
don't like it.
All Babs does is knit and say really inane, stupid things.
Emma.
My whole life flashed before my eyes. It was very boring. I don't like gravy. Oh, she's very.
I don't want to be a pie.
She's very
Goodness me,
annoying.
I can't
She's
budget.
great.
She's
Be careful,
annoying.
Miss Bateman.
I get
You'll
why
cut
Bunty
yourself.
beat her up.
Emma.
When she can beat her, she took her knitting and smushed it. Yeah, I find
should
it
be
very
having words
annoying
with that scoundrel next time he shows his face.
because he
Well,
stuck
we'll
a.
probably need the knife.
What, you just stuck a knife? You want to have words with a man just because he stuck a knife in the
Curses.
Yeah.
table?
We have our very own
It's just a
Excalibur.
fucking knife. Get over
Yeah,
it.
but
all
it's marking
yours
up
if you
the
can pull it
table.
out,
So?
King Arthur.
The table is still usable. It doesn't matter if
They'll cut themselves. Smack it with a hammer. I do have some stuff. I have a chisel. I could chisel it out.
I do not wish to damage Mr. Kemp's table any
Christ, it's
further
only a
than it
table,
already
you
has
silly
been.
punch people.
Emma!
It's only a table.
Emma resents using coasters when I insist on it.
I use them now because he makes me.
Yes, I make Emma use coasters around the house, and she was genuinely offended when I asked
wasn't
her to.
offended.
You refused for days.
Well, it's ridiculous.
You were like, no, what the fuck? I'm not using
It's
coasters.
ridiculous.
I bought, like, nice coasters. And she was like, no.
We never use coasters in my family's house, and that means that we should never do it
Okay,
anyway.
Right,
Well, I
probably worm life won't help. At least Emma takes off her shoes.
I wear a tea towel or a tea cloth, down my front when
Like
I eat
a little
food.
babe.
And well, that's how my family did it. All 4 of us would eat with tea cloth.
Yeah, like 80-year-olds. Like my granddad does, and he's like 75
I
years
think that
old.
that's the. Kane thinks the coaster thing is the way you should eat. I think you should all eat with tea towels.
Emma drapes a tea towel over herself, or wears it like a
Convince
babe,
Mr.
like an
Bryden to
elderly
let me
person.
excavate Hobbs' Barrow and find out where this journal came from.
Are you wearing shoes now?
No.
Curses! I forgot I had this worm in my pocket.
worm!
Poor thing is dead now.
No!
Rest in peace, Kenneth.
Ah, Kane, you should have taken it out.
Worm husband is dead.
You should have taken it out, remember? Because you could have saved you could have taken it out and given it to the goat.
That's weird. Was there a puzzle we missed somewhere?
What do you
It
mean?
would have involved the goat, or involved the worm, because now the worm's gone.
No, he's gone because he's dead. She just said.
Yeah, I know, but like, where could we have used the worm before?
Probably just put him in the man's garden. Not actually feed it to the goat. I kind of meant you were in the garden with the goat. You probably could have taken the worm out and put it in the soil.
I have no idea.
Well, what else would you do with the worm?
I don't know. Must have missed something.
Nah, I think you could just put
You're
it.
soft lock, sorry. Please, for the love of God, don't make this a Sierra-inspired game.
Is he really soft lock?
Probably not.
Good day.
This is a modern
still
game.
setting
They
up
wouldn't
my
get away
stall.
with that
Come
shit.
back
I bet you
later.
just have to put it in a
Oh, I'm
garden
sorry.
somewhere.
For what purpose?
No purpose, just a little side extra thing. Games have these little pointless things all the time.
Alt F4 and enjoy the rest of the
The
day.
door has been boarded up. The building looks like a ruin.
Back in the early 90s, Sierra was infamous for, like, King's Quest games. Like, they were infamous for having games like this where, oh, you didn't pick up a worm in day 1. Well, now you can't complete the game, but we're not going to tell you until 7 hours later.
Oh, that sounds annoying. Who's the man that you were drinking with last night? The railway.
Tillet?
So Mrs. Tillet is going to come and give out to you
Probably.
because you got him.
You slag!
Because you got him steam and drunk. She wouldn't say slag. She'd say you tart.
You tart!
Slag is like a London. It's like a city thing, isn't it?
Kenneth was the key, like in The Fifth Element. The Fifth Element was Kenneth all along.
I keep hitting.
God, I hate The
keep
Fifth
hitting
Element.
that thing.
That's one of those, like, cult classic movies that I just fundamentally don't get.
I keep hitting this. It's
Well,
just,
stop then.
I don't do it on purpose. I just can't help. Could you move it away a bit?
No.
I'll move it away here.
Okay, love you. Let's go into this.
Push away.
No, stop pushing me.
Oh, it's.
Emma's pushing me.
He keeps elbowing.
Stop pushing me.
He keeps
No one
elbowing.
here.
No, I'm not. Stop pushing me. Let's try this door.
What are you supposed to be doing?
I don't think anyone.
Finding a thing.
Pause your yoke and it gives you what you're supposed to be doing, right?
Ooh. To do. Spear Bewley. I must find some way to convince him to let me undertake the dig and find out more about the journal.
Oh, yes, you're supposed to ask people about the journal. Maybe you could ask the woman.
Oh, yeah. Woman! You're always keeping little diaries with your silly little thoughts.
I don't wish to give that away.
Or maybe you have to go up to her and say hello first.
Good day.
I'm still setting up my stall. Come back later.
Fuck
Oh,
off!
I'm sorry.
Well, you can go
Don't
to
make me turn this car around.
Back to
Winnipeg.
He might know about it, the priest.
Hello,
Good morning,
vomit
Father
priest.
The one who's always quoting Shakespeare.
We bled
Miss
you
Bateman,
yesterday.
What a pleasure to see you again.
Don't
Have you tracked
fucking
down
quote
Mr.
Shakespeare
Shaw?
again.
Don't get me
Welcome back to my
started.
I'll
faves.
take
Thank
that as a no.
Hi, Jess.
Indeed.
This journal, do you know where that is?
Do you recognise this journal?
What a tatty old thing. You
And
ought
the
to
journal's
take better
rough
care of your
too.
possessions, Miss Bateman.
It's not mine.
Then whose is it?
Me
That's
dad's.
precisely what I'm trying to find out.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I haven't seen it before.
He's not even
What
looking.
about this stone?
What do you make of this stone?
It's got a little chicken on
I
it,
don't
like a little
recognize
friend.
the symbol from any Christian iconography. Did you make it yourself?
No.
No, never mind.
Why is he
You
asking-
sounded so offended.
Why is that such a stupid question?
What brings you to the square today?
I'm meeting a couple of young congregation members to go over some scripture.
I'm
You're
sure.
welcome
How
to join
young?
us.
Thank you, Father
Yes.
Roche, but I have quite a busy day ahead of me.
We will be at St. Edmund's, should you wish to join us later.
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
Oh, yes. A rather important fellow around here. His vast land holdings give many a steady employment.
Thanks for your time.
Church of
Lord
England
be
can get
with you.
married.
Can you make a stone?
This must belong
I guess
to someone.
he meant, did you
I should leave
carve
it
the
alone.
chicken picture onto the stone?
Guess we'll go this way.
Church of England can get married, so less of that. There's still a lot of it happens in the Church of England too, though. Every kind of major religion happens with the Amish, happens with the... What are those people called? You know those people that... Remember they lived out in South America?
Ah.
Oh, what are they
The
called?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mennonites? There was a sex abuse scandal with the Mennonites. It was Mennonites, wasn't it?
I don't know who the Mennonites are. Are they like the ultra Amish?
Don't you remember they made a movie about it? It was like these women, they were...
Is that the one with Emma Watson?
Emma what? No,
I don't
no.
think anyone is
It
home.
was the one with Jessie Buckley. It was like a couple of years ago. There was Mennonites community descended from Germans or Russians or maybe, and they lived in South America. And
They love that.
and the men
Germans
women-
love South America.
Women, well, no, like they started off as Germans and they had to go to Russia. Then they had to leave Russia
Yeah, I
to go
know.
to South America. I think, and America and the USA. I think Mac Groening's dad is one, a Mennonite. And they speak this very old-fashioned German that hasn't been spoken hundreds of years. But they went to Bolivia, I think. Yeah, Women Talking, that was the movie. And they were in this community, and they're obviously very isolated. They don't speak Spanish. They don't mix with the locals. They're kind of like the Amish, yeah. But there was this big sexual abuse scandal. The men were using some sort of the men were using some sort of horse gas and sexually assaulting the women in their sleep. And then
I
that's
remember.
what the movie's about. It was a pretty good movie, actually.
Bewley Station is closed for the time being due to track damage between Bewley and Bakewell.
It
So
had
we're stuck here.
It had Jessie Buckley in it, that Irish actress who was in that awful video game we played.
I've only seen her in two things.
The video
A
game.
terrible video game that we played.
Devil and Me?
The Devil and Me.
And the movie Men.
And the movie Men, which is one of the single worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
If I take
I've
your
heard she's
side,
good in other
how will
She
things.
was
the
good at
trains
Women
know where to
Talking.
stop?
What else has she been in?
I don't know. I'm sure she's been in lots of stuff.
She's a relatively new actress, though.
Yeah. But I've only seen her in two genuinely, like, shit things.
I'm looking her up to see what else
Like,
she was in.
really bad pieces of media. Oh, hello, Tillis.
Thomasina!
Are you masturbating through your
morning,
pockets?
You look a bit addled. Are you feeling
Oh, she's
all
also in
right?
I'm Thinking of Ending
I am
Things,
not
which I've
used
been
to
meaning to watch
drinking
at
Oh,
some
yeah,
much
point.
that's
as we
meant to be
did.
really good, isn't it?
Aye. My head is pounding.
It's Charlie Kaufman, so it'll be
To
weird
tell
and
you the
depressing.
truth, Arthur, I've had a somewhat puzzling morning.
Oh?
Someone slipped this journal under the door of
It's
my
very
room.
stereotypical looking with the very red hair.
Yes.
Whose journal is it?
I have no idea. The text
Chernobyl!
refers to some
She was in
sort of
Chernobyl.
excavation.
Oh, she was.
She was the pregnant
Yeah,
woman.
she was good in that.
The pregnant woman who lost the baby.
He swore his innocence. I thought
Yeah, I like
perhaps
Chernobyl.
you might have done it.
No, it wasn't me. That's for certain. Somehow I have a clear memory of last night.
Sure. I believe you in no way.
I wonder who left me this journal then.
Mind if I take a closer look?
Please go ahead.
He's killed you and taken the journal.
The writings of a madman.
I don't disagree. Did the sketches mean anything to you?
No, not at all. But they turn me stomach. You might want to show this to Mother Mildred.
fuck's
Who's
Mother Mildred?
Mildred?
Who's Mother Mildred?
Oh, that's the wise
Some will
woman.
think her
Yeah.
witch.
A witch?
Aye. She might be able to help you with the symbols.
Where can I find her?
She lives alone in a little cottage within Herne Wood here. You shouldn't have too much trouble finding her.
Thanks, Arthur.
You're welcome.
Sure, we'll do that. We'll go see a witch, I guess.
She's coming up in an interesting movie. She's playing the bride in The Bride, which is Frankenstein's bride.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Maggie Gyllenhaal's directing it, and Christian Bale's playing Frankenstein's monster.
Mm-hmm.
She's also going to be in a movie called Hamnet.
Hamnet.
That's Shakespeare's son. And she's playing Agnes Shakespeare.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but more known as Anne.
Mm-hmm.
She was Shakespeare's wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Shakespeare had a son called Hamnet.
Mm-hmm. What a unfortunate name. Meow! Did that pick up on microphone then, I'm guessing? But they turn me stomach. Oh, your cat sounds like my cat. She sounds so mournful whenever she meows.
She does. She sounds so sad.
Meow!
What do you make of this stone?
It's a good shape for skimming across water.
Is she gone?
What is it?
I'm not sure. It was strapped to the cover of the journal.
How mysterious.
I had a splendid time last night.
Aye. I even remember most of it this time. Thanks for listening to me going on.
Taco,
I really appreciate it.
Where is she?
The
know,
feeling is
somewhere.
mutual. Thank
Just
you
kind of
too,
squeaking
Arthur.
around.
I see the railway station is closed. What happened?
The line is down. Track damage between Bewley and Bakewell. No trains for a day or more.
Does that mean I'm stranded here?
She's been very
For
clingy.
the time being, Thomasina.
She's
Capital.
really missed having human company.
You just have to remember all you fuck. She eats 5 times a day. My cat sounds so desperate when she meows. We said this earlier, but the cat last night and the night before when we came back
Because we've been on holiday.
has been climbing over our heads and like sleeping next to each of our faces, which is very annoying, to be honest.
She's missed us so much.
I woke up this morning with the cat half like draped across me and half stuffed under my pillow. She's never done that before, and it's slightly annoying.
Now you know.
She doesn't generally like me that much.
She never usually does that to me either. She sat on me. She sat by my feet. She sat under my chin. But then I woke up and she was literally, her paws were on my head.
Mm-hmm. Who's Mother
Why
Mildred
do people
then?
think Mother Mildred is a witch? Just because a woman lives alone in the woods doesn't mean she flies about on a
All right,
broomstick.
hashtag
There's
feminism.
more to it than that. They say she lays with demons.
You mean she's fox
Who are
demons?
they?
Dirty bitch.
Oh, you know, local folk.
Hogwash.
Some also go to her for potions and spells.
We should burn her.
Spells? Come now, Arthur.
Truth be told, she's a nice old lady. I sometimes see her foraging in the brambles around here.
She's a bit
Will she
insane.
burn at the stake sometime soon?
You might think us backward in Bewley, Thomasina, but we're not that backward.
Probably.
I mean,
Sorry,
if you
Arthur.
believe in
Only meant
witches,
to
you're pretty
tease.
backward.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra!
By demon, does he mean that little goblin fella from before? I said this before about, I think, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, but something about that goblin guy made me think that he's probably slanging hog. So, maybe.
So you go looking for Mother Mildred.
Mm-hmm. My
Hi,
cat likes everyone to
Arthur.
know he's never ever been pet. He's currently trying to sit on my lap, but I'm in my office chair and he won't fit. Flashback again? I'm so posh.
Thomasina, dear, come say goodbye to your father. Come on
I'm
now, don't
noticeably
make him
less
wait.
posh. I
I
hate
don't
you.
want to.
One.
Aren't you
Oh,
going
kids
to
are
miss
annoying.
me?
You love
Daddy.
children.
Those are strong words for such a little lady.
I want to come with you.
We've been through this, little bird. You can't come with me this time, but we'll go to Seaborough next month. I promise. Oh, what a dig that shall be.
She'll never get a husband if you're always teaching her to
Well,
sleep.
I love
Her
you.
fingernails
See
are
you
covered with
soon,
dirt.
little
Mhm.
bird.
And no man will want her.
Mm-hmm.
And that was their last ever conversation. She's held the guilt ever
Yeah.
since. Blah,
She'll
blah,
be
blah.
an old spinster at like 25 or whatever.
And she is.
Mm-hmm. And she never saw him again. Oh, little friend.
No, he's still alive. He's just basically catatonic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Actually, we don't know that he's catatonic. She didn't say that he was brain damaged, just that he couldn't walk or move or talk.
Or take care of himself.
He might be able to think. He might not be a vegetable.
The resin has
We saw a
set somewhat.
flashback earlier where
It's
he was
firmly
just like
gripped to the
unresponsive.
stump.
Unresponsive doesn't mean you're a vegetable.
Mm-hmm.
Like locked-in syndrome does not mean you're still
The
aware.
resin has set somewhat.
Or locked-in syndrome
It's
sounds like the
firmly
stuff of
gripped to the
nightmares.
stump.
Can I chisel this off?
He's cursed and will cure him. I know, I'm annoyed about that too.
Yes!
That's so
I've collected
predictable.
some waxy resin.
Some waxy resin.
She can put it on her skin for soft skin.
Can I just eat it or something?
No, make it into skin cream.
Hello!
Mother Mildred. I bet that's Mother Mildred. Oh, jeez.
I'm an evil woman. I can fix him.
That was ominous.
It's just a berry woman.
Please, forgive my intrusion. Are you Mother Mildred?
Aye.
Some call me that.
Some call me
Mother Mildred
Tim.
Walker, given as that's my name.
Apologies. Thomasina Bateman. I think we met
Oh,
at
yes,
Beauty
Oh,
she
you
sold
did.
bits earlier.
Yeah, she was
Men have
horrible.
Cleared off. Good riddance. Those ruffians would cut their own noses off if he asked them to. How's your sightseeing going then? Save your
Couldn't
words,
sound more
young lady.
sarcastic.
I know you're no sightseer, and I know exactly why you're in Bewley. You won't get far by lying to me again.
I'm sorry,
I recognised you the moment I laid eyes
told
on
you
you
she'd
at the
been here before.
station.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, yeah, it's quite a striking family resemblance. You have your father's eyes, Miss Bateman.
You knew my father.
Such piercing blue eyes he had. What a handsome young man. William.
He was here, in Bewley.
Oh, yes. A long time ago, mind. 25 years by my reckoning. But I'll never forget those eyes.
Those horrible yellow eyes.
Why was my father in Bewley?
You were helping Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow.
You must be jesting.
Do I look like I'm jesting?
How did you come to meet my father?
One might say I have a reputation in these parts. Folks from all around come to me for help with their ailments.
Because they can't afford the
Wormwood
doctor.
is abundant with flora that, if mixed correctly, will cure almost any ill. Your father must have caught wind of this, as one day he came to me, asking for a cure.
A cure for what?
Your
It
mother was
said-
with child, and she was suffering the most terrible nausea.
Oh, he said that in the diary.
Yes.
I made something to help her.
The journal. This was entered in the journal.
Yes, Thomasina.
Yeah,
Keep
to
up.
catch up.
What journal?
It's like, oh, that the hair must have. We already know, Lisa. We've all caught up.
Take a look at this. A
It being
passage
called
recalls
Herne
meeting a
Wood
local
is a bit
wise
too on the
woman to
nose.
Seek a tincture for his beloved's
Because it
nausea
cures
gravidarum.
hernias.
Aye, that's me. I made the tincture for him.
What the fuck is a tincture?
This
It's
is
like a little-
incredible.
You don't recognise
Ointment,
your own
isn't it?
father's handwriting.
Ointment.
It's been so many years since I've
An
seen it.
unguent.
What's wrong? Come here. What's wrong?
Reputation, people coming to relieve ailments or red light your window. I was also thinking that.
Well, she does lie with demons.
Hmm.
Oh, you want a 10?
Your father was hung like an horse.
Poor little Taco.
What do you make of this stone?
I-A-W. I haven't a clue. Perhaps it's an old folk trinket, or
Come
a
here.
talisman of some kind.
Come here.
The
Come
moors
here.
are steeped in
Come
folklore.
here.
What can you tell me about the excavation?
Well, not much. I only met your father twice. The last time he asked me if I knew anything about binding magic.
Bondage?
Binding magic.
He said he needed it
Like
for the
rope
excavation.
play?
Hogwash. My father is a man of logic and reason. Why would he be asking
'Cause he saw
about such
buggins.
nonsense?
Perhaps you don't know him as well as you think you do. Anyway,
I know my
nothing
daddy.
of magic and told him so. He seemed disappointed. I never saw him again, but I understand the excavation went ahead. Samuel Bryden
I
hanged
tried to
himself
pick you
not
up.
long
You wouldn't
after.
let me.
Reason enough for you to stay well clear of that
She wants to
place.
just stand and look up and go, Mao.
Poor baby.
I always thought Mao was a good name for a cat.
Oh, baby. So cute.
You never saw my father again after the excavation.
No, I always assumed he just went home.
Who excavated Hobbs Barrow alongside Samuel Bryden
Mr.
and my
Shoulder.
father?
From memory, it were just the two of them.
No, the man's brother said it was somebody else. Mr. Shoulder, obviously.
What do you think my father meant by binding
Stop
magic?
scratching my chair.
I've no idea. He didn't explain more, and I didn't wish to pry.
This just doesn't sound like my father at all.
You'll have to ask him yourself.
I'm afraid
Actually,
my
I
father has been
can't.
incapacitated since I was a child. He cannot speak nor move.
Terrible. Oh, I'm sorry.
You said that the flora here could cure almost any ill.
Oh, now you believe in her.
Almost, my dear. But your father's affliction sounds beyond
That sounds
my
like a real
abilities.
illness. You'd probably have to go to a doctor.
Charles
can't cure
Bryden
Lofton
mentioned
syndrome,
there was a
can you?
third
No idea.
man involved
Just
in
slap
the
him around a bit.
excavation.
Is that so? Well, you best ask him about it. He knows more than I do.
Oh no, little baby.
Can you tell me anything about Leonard Shoulder?
I know of him, as is the nature of such a small town. I also know he invited you here.
Little escapes you, Miss Walker.
So they say. My
You give me
path
magic berries.
rarely crosses with his.
No, that's probably what she was
Let's
giving to
put
the
it that
priest
way.
when the priest was getting
He's
sick.
a nice enough fellow.
I see. Do you know Lord Panswick?
I know his labourers make a mess of these woods, the brutes. The man himself hasn't graced me with his presence.
You've never met him?
Not since he were a wee lad. A maid brought him to me with a sore stomach. It were all the rich food they were feeding him. Nowt more.
Thank you for your help, Miss Walker.
They were having milk and eggs instead of roots and berries. I eat tree bark.
What are those berries you're picking?
An ancient breed, no good for eating. However, they do have some medicinal qualities.
I see.
Can I take some?
I shouldn't enter uninvited.
Okay, if I speak with Mother Mildred, done.
Oh, you didn't show her the journal. Oh, no,
Yeah, I
you did.
did.
You did.
Investigate the local folklore, and I guess we'll go and convince Mr. Brindon or whatever his name is.
Brandon,
Wah?
Yes.
remember what I told you when we first met? You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
I can't
Why?
play a game with
Something
this
terrible
little baby
happened to
cat.
Samuel Bryden in that barrow.
I really
Whatever they found down
always
there,
do.
I'd wager it got to your father too.
I know
Tell
for
me you
sure.
won't disturb Hobbs Barrow.
I can't make that promise, Mildred.
Oh,
Can't say I didn't warn you. There is something unnatural about that place.
Hello,
We must seek to
baby.
understand the world by rational
Hello,
means, Miss Walker.
baby.
One cannot abandon reason.
Put her down
Thomasina?
now. Oh, she's wiggling.
Thomasina, come
No,
here
no,
this
no,
instant.
I'm wearing shorts. She'll stick her claws right into my
I'm
arm.
playing with Josephine.
She'll stick her claws right into my skin. Kane,
I'm happy.
that hurt.
I'll be back soon, Josephine.
Bye, Josephine. I'm a posh little baby. Hello, Mum.
What is it, Mummy?
It's your father.
Daddy's home?
No, my dear. I must go to Bakewell with haste. Miss Bowes will look after you whilst I'm gone. Is that clear?
Where's Daddy?
He's had an accident.
What happened?
He's come off his horse.
Silly Daddy. Will he be all right?
Of course he will be fine. Your
To be just
father
as fine
is
as King
strong
Billy
as an ox,
when he came off his
but
horse.
I need to go collect him. All right?
Can't I come too?
No, dear. Miss Bowes will look after you.
But I want to come.
I don't
Go and pick
care.
up your dolls, then come inside.
Smack her.
all Right?
God, this child's
Yes,
annoying.
Mummy.
Kick her. Kick her in the belly.
No.
What? She needs to get kicked in the belly.
Don't
She's
put,
too annoying.
You put her claws right into
Josephine,
me.
it's time to go inside
Did you do
now.
that on purpose?
Yeah. That'd be funny. It was.
That's wicked.
Yippee.
That's wicked. You're wicked.
Where did Mummy go?
You never had a mummy.
You were made in an incubator.
I shan't be visiting the badgers again. I was lucky to escape intact.
See, badgers are dangerous. You can get killed by badgers. What are you doing? Oh. Oh no.
Little goblin
I
man.
can help him again.
I'm a little Yorkshire goblin.
Maybe you are supposed to go inside the thing.
Wouldn't let me. Are you pissing? You're either Blair witching or pissing, or both.
Arthur, you won't believe it. The journal belongs to my father. He was here in Bewley. Arthur?
Oh, he is Blair witching.
Hello?
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to remember something.
What is it?
I'm not sure.
You turn around and have no
Something
face.
in the woods.
You turn around and have
It will
no
come
face.
back to me. You say your father were in Bewley?
Yes.
This is where
Mildred
priests
said that
threw
he
up and had
helped
to get
Samuel
bled
Brydon
out.
excavate Hobbs Barrow 25 years ago.
Well, I'll be. Let's talk about it tonight at the plough.
No, leave him be. He's freaking me out.
That's fine, Arthur. We'll talk later.
It's just
I
what the
hope you
Northerners
piece
are
together
like.
your memories.
Bye. Enjoy your pissing, I guess.
Just standing there looking at the trees.
Mm-hmm. He's just having a lovely piss. Hello. Oh, who are you? Are you the Lord?
Maybe, yeah.
Hello, dear.
Good day.
Men.
I believe we've met.
Miss Thomasina Bateman, the famous antiquarian.
My reputation precedes me.
I can assure you it does.
And you
He
are?
just wants me.
James. Are you Lord Pinswick?
What do you know of Lord
Apparently not.
Pinswick?
A fine gentleman.
No, it's him, I
Now
bet.
that
Who else are we
is
walking around
someone
here?
who
Such a
demands
posh voice.
respect.
Do you know him personally?
No, I don't think anyone can really claim that. But what a tiring subject. Shall we discuss something
You said
a
we've
little
met
more
before.
exciting?
I don't recognise him.
Mm.
Are you a painter?
You see this beck before you. Look at the water. See how it tumbles and falls. I seek one spot on which my eyes can rest, be it a stone or a small corner
Oh, I
of
don't
the
like you.
current. I meet it with my gaze, and out of the tumbling and falling, a new land rises. I see a new world.
Certainly have the eloquence of an artist. What are you painting?
A new world.
Quite the ambition.
Indeed, my ambition knows no bounds.
Oh, this guy!
Can I see
I
it?
want to stab him.
Not yet.
Maybe we can get the
It's
knife
not
from the table
Such a
and stab
world
it
is
in his
not
belly.
complete without you in it.
You
Oh, fuck
flatter me,
off.
James.
Nonsense. Say you'll let me paint you.
I might be a lesbian anyway.
You might. Or you could be ace. Or aromantic.
What do you want to choose?
I wasn't paying attention.
Tough, you're choosing anyway.
I was looking at my phone.
Okay. Taking your phone. Emma constantly snatches my phone away. Probably about twice a day. Emma will snatch my phone away and keep it in her pocket. Because I'm not paying enough attention.
Because you're talking to you and you're looking at your phone.
Okay.
That's not the same thing at
Yes,
all.
it is.
What did he say? What did he say? Oh, he obviously wants you to pose for him. Say no.
Certainly not.
No, don't pose for him.
Certainly not.
My Helen of Troy doth
Oh,
protest.
I'm sorry that I
off.
wasn't
My
riveted
dear,
by this very
when the
boring
time
man.
comes, I
Emma!
shall call on thee.
If you say so, James.
Do you want to talk to him or leave?
Is it you?
What do you make of this stone?
It looks antique. You might want to keep a hold of it.
Now can I check my emails?
No.
Do you know
I'll
what
do
Hobbs
it.
Barrow?
Do it after the stream.
I'd like to
I
know
wanna
more
check
about
my
you,
email.
Uh-huh.
Thomasina. What time
I
do
can't
you
believe
like
you're
to
comparing that
rise in the
listening to me
morning?
talking to
How
this
do you like
man.
your
Mm-hmm.
tea? What makes you happy?
No. A lie. Don't flirt with him.
You don't want to flirt with this guy?
No, I do not.
Late.
Oh, no,
with
Sven
3 spoons of
Eriksson
sugar
died.
and spending time with my husband.
You disappoint me.
Sven
I
Eriksson
sense
died.
no truth
Remember?
in your
What?
words.
Sven
Are you a
Eriksson, the former
woman
England
of
football manager, he
dubious
died.
Principles, Thomasina?
Not to be too rude, but
You ask too
who
many
could
questions.
possibly give even an iota of a fuck about
Luke
this?
was telling us about it when we met him in Dublin.
Okay, it's a football thing. Who gives a fuck?
Oh, no, that's sad.
A football man died. Oh no.
You're terrible.
Do you know Leonard Shoulder?
A man of Bewley?
Yes.
I care not for the men of Bewley.
I only care for the women.
Only for the visitors.
Goodbye.
See you soon, my dear.
I don't like you. See ya. You weirdo.
It's just typical man.
Spouting off about tumbling water and infinite possibilities.
Look, freaky girl. You saw her earlier. She was jumping on fucking trees and stuff. Do you remember?
William Paxton.
Don't read
Modest
the
and
grades.
gentle of
We're
heart.
after little freak
These are
girl.
probably devs. They're usually devs. Oh.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Did you see a young girl with blonde hair pass by here?
No, lass.
She's been
Hey,
dead
look.
for years.
Are you Thomasina Bateman?
Is this Mr. Shoulder?
Maybe.
Sure, why not?
That's my name.
How marvellous. It's me, Leonard Shoulder.
At last!
I'd given up on finding you.
Please, take a seat, Miss Bateman. We have much to discuss.
Where have you been all this time?
I think I have your glove.
You've proven to be quite the enigma, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm mortified.
I've been dead for
I
years.
offer you 1,000 apologies. You see, I've been bound to me bed these past few
No,
days.
you
with a
haven't. We saw
terrible
you.
fever.
By the
You
pub.
ran
How
off.
dreadful. I take it you're feeling better now?
Aye. I were on me way to find you when I stopped here to catch me breath.
How did you know I'd be here? Did you just go to the pub where I was staying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I were worried you'd have given up on me and left town.
I had no idea what had become of you, Mr. Shoulder.
We found your
I spent a good
glove.
amount of time pounding on your front door.
I'm embarrassed. I really am. I've been doing my best to sleep through the fever. I am so very sorry.
None of this is true.
Please accept my apology, Miss Bateman.
Fine, Mr. Shoulder. I've come all this way. Let us speak of the business at hand.
Marvellous.
I've just learned that my father was part of a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow some 25 years ago. Why didn't you mention this in your letter?
What? Where did you hear that?
From
I
everybody.
have my means.
I swear, Miss Bateman, I had no idea.
You're such a lying
Take it you will also
fucker.
deny delivering me my father's journal?
I'm confused. What journal?
My father's journal was slipped under my door at the Plough and Furrow. It wasn't you who did this.
I've been bound to me bed.
Liar.
What an extraordinary coincidence.
Yeah,
Find it all
okay.
exists in
I'm
fiction.
following in your father's footsteps.
It would seem so, Mr. Shoulder.
And I'll end up bedridden too.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you invite me to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
I've always been curious about the colourful folklore surrounding the place.
I want
My
to
father
unleash a
told me all
demon.
sorts of stories about it when I were a wee fellow.
I worship
Stories
the
that
old
some folk
ones.
around here take a little too seriously, especially after those lads entered the Barrow a while back.
How did you know about me?
I saw your interview in the Bakewell Times. A young lady travelling about the land, digging up barrows. Perfect for the job.
But why do you wish to excavate the barrow?
I want to see what those lads found in there.
That
My
drove him
curiosity
insane.
has grown over the years. Now it is time for the mystery to be solved.
I must say I am rather eager to find out what's in there myself. Did you know my father?
I don't believe so. What's his name?
William Bateman. He was in Bewley for at least a few days, from my understanding.
I'm sorry, lass. The name doesn't ring a bell.
I think you made him
Sure you had
soft-brained.
no idea of my father's involvement in the previous excavation.
I'm quite sure. A most fascinating coincidence, but nothing more than that.
He's lying.
I'm starting to wonder if it's more than mere coincidence, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman, I did not take you for a credulous individual.
I'm none of the sort.
You give
I've
him
managed to
his
find
glove.
Hobbs Barrow, but Mr. Bryden is yet to give me permission to excavate.
Is that so? Keep trying. You'll relent eventually.
Why don't you try? You live here.
Perhaps you could have a word with him.
Oh, no. A lovely young lass such as yourself has a better chance of changing
I think this
his
guy's
mind
either
than
a ghost
shaky
or some
old
sort of
goat like
psychopath.
me.
Yeah.
Or
You told
some sort
me
of
in your letter
cult
there would be
worshipper.
no issue gaining access to the barrow.
I didn't foresee any when I wrote to you. I'm sorry this has been more complicated than anticipated. Don't give up yet, Miss Bateman. Keep trying with Mr. Bryden.
What can you tell me about the previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Oh, it was 25 years
It
ago.
drove people soft.
So he knows there was one, but he didn't know that your father was involved.
And he happened to invite us.
Bryden hadn't harvested a single crop for 2 seasons. Even Hernwood was sick. Berries went to rot almost as quickly as they grew.
I'm getting good vibes from this guy, seems on the level.
Disease spread through the livestock too. People were going hungry, a panic set in.
That sounds terrible.
I recently played a Call of Cthulhu one-shot that is very similar to this so far.
But the blame for it all fell on Hobbs Barrow. It was long said that a goblin made his home there.
Goblin!
Rumour took root that the goblin were not best pleased with the villagers.
My goblin.
In revenge for some unperceived
My
slight,
goblin.
the goblin placed a curse on the soil itself. The villagers believed that ridding the barrow of its lodger would put an end to it all.
Mole.
You just said mole.
My father would have paid no heed to such tales.
Whether it were his
I don't know if you know your dad that well. I mean, he went soft-brained when you were a kid.
I don't think you should use that term.
What do you mean?
Anyway, what just seems offensive.
People say it did the trick. The crop started to grow back, and health returned to the livestock. Bewley were no longer in the grip of dark forces. You must understand. Folk here are a superstitious lot. They don't want you disturbing whatever it were those lads did.
Like a
As far
sacrifice?
as the villagers are concerned, the problem were fixed.
It does seem like you should leave well enough
Another
alone.
excavation must be conjuring
You dig it
panic
up.
that you'll undo
You go, no.
whatever
If
it
I
were
believed
they
that there was
did.
actually some sort
does
of
explain a
monster in
lot.
it.
Yeah.
And
No, I
it's
wouldn't.
also
You go,
why
let's stop the
I venture
monster.
Nobody around here wants you to touch the place.
Except for you.
I want to know what's there.
He's working for the
Surely you
goblin.
don't believe these tales of goblins and curses to be true.
Is she back
Not
again?
at all. However, I suspect those lads did find something in the barrow. But did it have any connection to failing crops and dying livestock? No. I can assure you there's nothing to fear.
So why are you so interested to see what's
Coincidence
inside?
reigns supreme.
So what do you think they found?
That is for us to discover, Miss Bateman.
Who was the third man who joined my father and Mr. Bryden on the excavation?
It was you,
I'm
wasn't it?
afraid I don't know.
It's definitely
I heard about
you.
the excavation, and I were intrigued by it. I mostly stayed at home during that
I
time.
was sick then too.
The atmosphere in the village was rather too
It's
tense for
100% you.
that. And besides, the excavation were undertaken with an air of mystery about it.
Give him his glove.
Is this your glove?
I've been looking all over for that.
Why was it
Where
right
did you
outside the
find
door?
In the alley behind the plough and furrow.
Yeah, 'cause you
on
saw
the
him
night of
running
my
away. Yes.
arrival. Were you there?
it? As I say, I've been bedbound.
Yeah,
for
we saw
several days,
you.
Miss Bateman.
How odd.
Can I please have it back?
No.
Here.
No. It's my glove now.
Is she still Taco?
Yeah, she's just sitting there meowing at me.
Oh, meow.
Tell me more of this folklore you mention.
It is said
Oh, she's
that
so
Hobbs
small.
Barrow is
She's such a
home
tiny
to
girl.
Everyone in Bewley has some version or another of this story. But the version my father told me as a child described the barrow as a thin place. The goblin were deemed to be the
You give him the
guardian
pig's
of
vegetables?
this so-called
Hey.
thin
No, not
place.
vegetables. Hay and pellets.
Okay. You show
This is my father's journal.
Incredible. Can I look inside?
I'm willing to
No.
believe this man lays with demons.
Look at
I think
this
he is a
drawing.
demon.
Wonder what it all means.
You and I both. It all feels very out of character for my
Well,
father.
were you like 6 the last time
Yeah,
you spoke to your
exactly.
father?
You were probably, you looked very young.
So how would you know?
What do you make of this strange stone?
A carving of a cockerel.
Yes, it was strapped to my father's journal. Do you think it could have something to do with the previous excavation?
Possibly, though I'm not aware of the motif having any meaning around these parts.
The goblin gave it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more about this goblin.
Some said he were a mischievous little mite, snatching newborn lambs and smashing windows
He
with
sounds fun.
pebbles.
He ate the lambs.
Others said he were
He
friendly,
was friends with them.
there to lend
Why
a
did he snatch
helping
them then?
hand in
To make
times of
friends.
strife. The latter of which makes it all the more surprising as to why the previous excavation took place. My father's stories put the goblin in the mischievous category. Saxnot, he called the creature. I recall one such anecdote.
But Saxnot entered Bewley and ordered a pair of boots to be made by the cobbler. However, when collecting them, he insisted on paying for them
At least
with
he's
a bag
paying.
of sow's teeth. The cobbler was so scared of angering the goblin that he accepted.
A colourful tale indeed, Mr. Shoulder. Has any explanation been offered for why this Saxnot cursed the soil?
Because you were
Your
on.
guess is as good as mine, lass.
I had a peculiar dream
About
last
a
night.
gobble.
I met a creature at Hobbs Barrow. I suppose you might say it was a goblin. It told me it had saved my father from trouble inside Hobbs Barrow. I'll admit the coincidence of this is somewhat astounding.
A remarkable coincidence, but
That
nothing
goblin
more
was
than that.
me.
But there is still one thing that puzzles me. The goblin told me proof of its claims would await me in the morning. Surely enough, I awoke to find that my father's journal had appeared in my room.
Very queer indeed.
Mr. Shoulder, you
How did you
invited
know?
me here, to a town I'd never heard of, only for me to discover that my own father was here 25 years before. And not only that, but that he was also embroiled in some sort of superstitious hysteria which goes against everything he ever taught me. Something is wrong here. This must be more than mere coincidence.
It's strange, I'll give you that. But please remember who you are, Miss Bateman.
What is a thin place?
A place where
What
one
does he
can
mean,
walk
please remember who you
between
are?
worlds. Where the flesh meets the spirit world. Just superstition, of course, as you well know.
Now just sit here and look at the moors.
We're peas of the same pod, Miss Bateman. I knew you wouldn't be frightened by a few old stories. It will be interesting to see what those lads found in there.
Certainly.
Thank you so very much for responding to my letter and for coming here. We
I'm
have
gonna
some great
feed you to
discoveries
demon.
make, you and I.
I
Because me
sincerely
crops
hope
aren't
so.
doing well.
It's
And
the
a
Wicker
chance
Man.
to follow in your father's footsteps. Right.
So they're
time
not
for me
been
to
clear
shift
yet.
these
Did the
old
father have the
bones.
accident
I'm to
incapacitated him
take
here or
spot of the
somewhere
plough and
else?
Dunno.
follow.
Because the
I'll be there
goblin
all
said I
night should
rescued
you
him,
need
but
me
she hasn't
assistance.
said that my father had an
Thank you,
accident.
Mr. Shoulder.
I'm sorry again for giving you the runaround. I promise I am not beyond redemption. I won't let you down again. See you soon.
Bye, Mr. Shoulder.
I was starting to wonder if Mr. Shoulder even existed.
That's Margaret's
Margaret's
place.
Lookout. Dedicated to Arthur's mother. The day was starting to test me. The word
Starting?
coincidence felt insufficient to explain what was happening.
Thanks so much for coming. Now the prophecy can be fulfilled and the sacrifice. I mean,
It was after that first conversation with Leonard Shoulder that I started entertaining thoughts of a truly irrational nature. What if my
are
dream
a
wasn't
woman.
just a dream? What if it was all more than simple coincidence? What if that thing really could help my father?
If he could help your father, why did it take him 25 years?
Good day, little one. Hello? What's this? A fiddle bow? There's no string.
Introduce yourself.
My
Hello.
name is Thomasina. What's yours?
oh, I haven't got a
Don't be
name.
shy.
Maybe
I
she
don't mean
can't
you any
speak.
harm.
Oh, I'm a mutie.
What are you doing out here all alone on the moors?
I don't got shoes.
She's a little fairy.
Do you live here? Would you like me to fix your bow so you can play your fiddle again? Yes?
Don't
Hey.
take the gift. If you take the fairy's gift, isn't it dangerous? Now they can control you.
You're not supposed to eat or drink.
Most peculiar. Perhaps I can mend the bow for her.
Don't. She'll, I don't know, do something
If
terrible.
memories
Maybe I
of my
could have used the
childhood
worm.
violin lessons serve me right, bowstring is made from animal hair, coated in a waxy resin. The strings don't vibrate without
Do you have
it.
animal hair?
I could use my own hair. I could cut my own hair off.
I think you're probably meant to go and get the goat's hair or something.
Probably. Or tell them their name.
Don't tell the fairies your name.
No. Maybe some hen feathers?
No, it's a hair.
You're a sweet little thing, aren't you?
You are. What a sweet little baby chicken. Look at his little legs dangle.
Mr. Shoulder told me he'd be at the Plough and Furrow. I've no desire to lug a block of wood about the countryside.
Okay, that's it for here, I think. We need to find some animal hair then.
The goat.
Where could I find some animal hair?
The goat.
Goat hair? Would that be long enough?
The badger.
Yeah, badger hair. That's what they use for shaving brushes, weirdly.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
Mummy?
still.
Really?
You have to specify vegan ones.
Get away from the fire, Thomasina.
What are you burning?
I'm burning these books because they're against the Nazi
Now go
agenda.
inside.
Abrax.
Get down.
Mummy, what is this?
Waste.
She's gonna...
Burn it.
I'm sure there was nothing fucky about the father's journals or anything.
Good day, Mr. Gordon.
Miss,
I...
I'll stop you there. I know what you're going to ask. No, I haven't changed my mind. There'll be no digging here, lass.
Mr.
I could
Bryden,
flesh you.
Allow me to explain. There has been an
I
astonishing
appear to have
development
breasts.
this morning.
Yes?
My father was with your brother during the excavation.
Oh,
Yes. Can you believe it? I had no idea he had been here.
the answer's still no, lass.
Yeah, why would I
saw
care?
what happened to poor Samuel. I won't risk the same happening to anyone else.
But
That's enough now. You can feast your eyes on that hovel to your heart's content, but there'll be no digging.
Why? What are you burning? Your father had pictures of anthropomorphic mice.
It's you and that mouse from the Secrets of Nymph. What was her name?
I can't remember her name. What's the hot mouse from The Secret of Nim?
Mrs. Brisby?
I think so. It's something like that.
I bet you can take the thing from the goat.
Hang on.
Oh, maybe that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to give the worm to the goat and then rip its hair off.
I have no idea. Hot mouse
Ow.
from Secret of Nim.
Mrs. Frisbee or Mrs. Brisby?
Mrs. Brisby. There we go. Perfect. She is incredibly hot.
Sure.
Now that's one I get. Like your it's your version of the Robin Hood Disney thing.
Show Mrs. Brisby.
They
No, not on the full scale.
Hot mouse from Secret of Nim. Just worried about seeing some pornography of her. There we go.
Mrs. Brisby.
Mrs. Brisby. I like this mouse. Right. Can't do anything here. Can I throw a rock at the goat?
No.
Probably not.
I think, do goats eat worms? Are we supposed to?
I don't think so. Goats eat grass and tin cans.
Do they not eat worms?
And old Soviet cars. Fix the fiddle bow. Investigate folklore. Convince Mr. Bryden.
Do you want to look at your hint page?
No questions. I'm not...
But...
Off with you.
Go to your hint page.
Maybe. Mouse girls are very in right now, are they?
Mouse girls are always in.
I don't keep up with the mouse girl fandom.
AR, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Can I have a look at what you have to do
I must
again?
gain Mr. Bryden's permission to excavate.
To do.
Explore Bewley.
Okay.
Convince Mr. Bryden. Investigate local folklore. Fix the fiddle bow.
Yeah, I'd say you should go to your hint page.
Okay.
Apologise, you hurt my ears.
For what? No, I didn't hurt your ears.
apologise.
I didn't hurt your fucking ears.
I'm going to tickle you.
Don't care. Because I didn't hurt your ears.
Stop it, and don't swear at me.
I can do what I fucking like.
Kane?
Fuck.
Mute.
Why?
Mute.
Why?
Do as you're told.
and I'm back.
I keep seeing Mouse Girl posts.
I don't think I've seen any Mouse Girl posts. But maybe I'm on like a different side of Twitter. It's not why, it's yes, miss.
So you're going to the hint page?
Maybe. I'll look up like what's the next step to like fixing the fiddle bow, I guess. Hobbs Barrow hints. There you go. We're on day 2, and it's following the strange girl, finding animal hair. Right. Something long and sturdy. An animal with a mane would do the job. Think of something more domestic. There's been a few mentions of transport animals, so we need to find a horse or something. Horses, of course. We haven't seen a horse, so I have no idea. Day 2. Changing Mr. Bryden's mind. Try talking to him. He doesn't seem very willing. That's because he hasn't seen what we've seen. We have a journal and a stone that he might be interested in. Okay, so we just need to show him that.
I thought we already did show it to him.
I don't think so.
I wonder what the girl wants the bowl for.
To play music, probably.
Yeah, but she's obviously not a real person.
What do you mean she's not a real person?
She's like a goblin.
That's a horrible thing
She's
to say
not
to
like
somebody.
a goblin or a fairy.
She just seems like a little shoeless girl in
She's
the
not.
forest.
She's a ghost or a goblin or a fairy. She's not a
I think
person.
she's probably fine.
She's a goblin.
Look, Mr. Bryden, my father's journal.
It drove him
confirms he
mad.
was with your brother during the excavation of Hobbs Barrow.
Ha! Take that away from me. I'll be having none of that.
What about the stone?
What do you make of this stone, Mr. Bryden?
Yeah,
it was
Grenadier
strapped
is
to my
right.
father's
She's
journal.
definitely a fairy. She's not a person.
Wait a minute. Let me see that. By God.
By ick.
Wait here a moment. I need to get something from inside.
I waited for what felt like an age. I now realise that Mr. Bryden must have been in a great debate with himself, wondering whether or not to share his own piece of the mystery with me.
Gun. He just shoots us.
The goat stared at me, seemingly in pity, as I stood there in that rolling fog.
Goat!
Finally, Mr.
The
Bryden
goat's like, you
emerged.
dumb bitch.
You're gonna get buggensed. You're gonna get eaten by a ghoul.
Now then, as far as I know, what I have here is the only thing that Samuel brought back from Barrow. Take a look.
Snakes.
Incredible. A pear.
That's been in my drawer ever since Samuel passed. I suppose it might be important, so I kept it safe.
Keep it secret. Keep it hidden. Keep it safe.
Fate is clearly playing a part in your arrival, lass.
Please, Mr. Bryden, allow me to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
The demons.
A place that is no more than dirt and stone.
You still believe that after all this?
You're not gonna give up, are you, lass?
I'm not.
I didn't even have to flash
Samuel
him.
managed to say one thing about those men that helped him.
You don't know he's even
I
into
think it's
boots.
time I tell you.
Yes?
He
I've got
stuttered
other
out that one of
things.
those fellows
He
could
might
barely
not be
walk
into-
as
I've got
he out
several
there.
holes.
He might not be into
Tongue-tied
any of
two
your
them
holes.
were.
My father.
I've got foots.
My father. He had an accident around 25 years ago that left him bedbound and unable to talk.
Aye, could be him.
My mother told me it happened in a horse riding accident.
Samuel boarded
He's
up
ace,
that
we could
Barrow
get-
for a reason.
They like garlic
Something
bread, right?
unnatural occurred.
That's
I
like
know
the
it.
joke.
Mr. Bryden,
like garlic
we
bread
must
and
rely
onions.
on our rational faculties to explain any...
Promise me you'll be careful. Any sign of trouble, leave without hesitation, and we board that accursed place up again. Understood?
Wait, you're giving me permission to excavate?
Yippee!
Aye. Against me better judgment. I don't have the energy to stop you, lass.
You just hit her with your
Thank you
stick.
so much. I am
They're like,
grateful.
shut up, Londoner.
Don't
Just
make
whack
me
up your stick.
regret my
Just
decision.
up.
Take
And then bury her
Samuel's
over the head.
stone.
Are you sure?
Aye. Give it back to me when you're finished, though.
I promise. Thank you.
You're
I'll
welcome.
be sure to show you my discoveries, Mr. Bryden.
I'd rather you don't. Now then, I've got things to get on with.
I don't suppose you can spare any labour to help me with the dig.
Don't push your luck, lass.
Yeah.
Not
that's
fishing
pushing it.
today. Plenty of able-bodied men about.
Oh, there'll be horses
Turn
now
out.
because they're taking
Maybe.
out all the stalls. Remember? The woman
And like
was taking
that,
out her stall.
I finally had permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Yippee!
As exciting as that was, I was distracted by what Mr. Bryden said of his brother's associate. There was no doubt in my mind that father was the stricken man he spoke of. You told me he was crippled after coming off his horse. Why did you lie to me? To protect me? To stop me from following in his footsteps? You failed.
Mother.
And so did Charles Bryden. He should have said no. He should have never given me that stone.
You're a grown-ass woman. Just take responsibility for your own decisions. You were warned repeatedly. So don't be like, oh no, you should stop me.
Mm-hmm.
You were warned repeatedly.
I am just a woman. Oh, you're a little friend.
No, that's the...
Oh, it's that prick.
Who stole his sister's doll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kick him. Kick him in the belly.
Hello, Wally.
Kick him.
You gave the doll back to my sister.
It wasn't very nice of you to bury her favourite toy, Wally.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it to the fair folk, and you stole it back from them.
You don't really believe in fairies, do you? You're old enough to know better.
They're real, and thanks to you, I'm cursed.
Good.
There's no such thing as curses either, Wally.
Go away.
Yeah. Kill him.
What's with the little crow?
Yeah, just a little friend. Let's go back to the market, I guess.
The village square.
Mm-hmm.
Village square. Village square.
No, please.
Village
No
square.
things.
Village
No
square.
squaring. Please shush.
What have
Give
you
me
got
some
for sale?
vegetables or whatever.
I'm selling meat, vegetables, and all sorts of herbs and things.
And
You're welcome to have
You're
a gander.
English. You don't use
I'll be
herbs
sure
and
to browse.
spices and stuff.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
What can I get? I can get some tins, some meats, some herbs, and some vegetables, and some produce.
Well, you don't have any money.
No, I don't. But I could give her some, like, I don't know, this trowel.
No, you're only here to like ask for labour to help you dig and to get horsehair.
Tins of corned beef. Ghastly.
God, you're posh.
That does sound awful, though.
I used to eat tinned corned beef when I was a kid. It's disgusting, but I liked it a lot.
Oh, yeah.
What I used to do was I would get like a small baguette, like one of those mini baguettes.
Those little bread rolls.
Yeah, crack open a tin of, like one of those
I
like...
think you're supposed to go after that man.
I'll do what I fucking like.
No, you're missing important plot point.
I used to crack open the tin of corned beef and then just literally smush it into the bread and close it and eat that.
Run after
It's
the man.
really nice.
You were clearly meant to run after that man.
Nah,
I can't.
give me a pie.
Can I interest you in a pie?
You don't have any money.
Finest mutton in all
I don't
the
want to
county.
be a pie.
Twopence each.
No, thank you.
You're missing out.
It's only 2 pence for a pie. Eat a fucking pie.
She doesn't have any money.
Oh, whatever. Flash him.
Good
You
day.
just have to say it. man.
Freshly
1
picked
pence
apples,
per
miss.
breast.
Would
You
like to
could
try one or
easily,
else?
like, trade a flash for a pie. Especially in this area. They've probably never seen a woman other than this woman.
Mm-hmm. You don't have any money.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Here you are, miss.
The
Acquired an
looks
apple.
somewhat rotten. It's riddled with holes.
You.
Where
Well, I have a horrible
I
rotten
thought you
apple.
had no money. Oh, you can give that to the horse.
Yeah, maybe. Hello, Miss Tompkins.
Hello, Miss Tompkins.
Oh, yeah, she's the cleaner.
Hello.
You
No, she's
weren't
the Lord's
introduced
cleaner.
earlier.
Whatever.
My name is Thomasina.
Ma'am,
How do you fare, Miss Tompkins?
I'm waiting for Mr. Ambrose. Have you seen him?
Who's that?
The milkman. Miss Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
I'm afraid I haven't seen him.
You can get it from the cow.
I got breasts?
You can get it from the cow. The hair.
Not?
She just said the milkman's coming with his cow, so you can get the hair from the cow.
Maybe. Do cows have long enough hair?
I don't know.
I don't think cows have long enough hair to make a bow.
I've never touched a cow.
What do you mean?
I've never touched a cow.
If it's a Highland cow, maybe, but not like a normal cow. Yeah, Highland coos do.
Coos?
Coos.
You are in the employ of Lord Panswick.
Aye, he employs Arthur Bewley in one way or another.
I'm in need of some help for my excavation. Do you think his lordship could lend me some of his labourers?
No way he's going to do that.
Maybe.
Might you introduce me to him?
Sorry, ma'am, but his lordship doesn't take visitors. Any road, I must wait here for Mr. Ambrose. Miss Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
Between us, we've got 4 breasts. Well, we do. We could give her. We could probably summon a pint between the 2 of us.
Mm-hmm.
If Mr. Ambrose doesn't turn up and I find you some milk,
See, we're going to milk
would you be able
ourselves.
to introduce me to Lord Panswick?
His lordship really doesn't like visitors, ma'am.
I'll take the risk.
Miss Fenchurch will be cross with me.
Didn't they say that he shoots
But
visitors?
she'll be even crosser if I come back without fresh milk.
So
It'll
do we
be
have a deal?
fresher than you'd even like.
Bring me some milk and I'll take you to his lordship.
Thank you.
But hopefully Mr. Ambrose will arrive soon.
So we need milk.
Have you been waiting long for Mr. Ambrose?
Aye, he should have been here a good 2 hours ago.
He's dead.
Standing there for
every
2
market
hours?
day, you see.
He's
sells
so
only the
dead.
freshest milk. Miss Fenchurch swears by it. I hope misfortune hasn't befallen him on his way here.
I'm sure he will
I just
turn
need to
up.
strap myself
hope
into
so.
some sort of milking apparatus.
Are you familiar with Hobbs Barrow?
What's that?
Never mind.
I'm just a poor maid.
What do you make of these stones?
Oh, gives me the creeps.
I don't like it either.
Why? Dunno. Just a feeling.
Who is Miss Fenchurch?
His lordship's housekeeper.
I'll let you know if I find some fresh milk.
Thank you, ma'am. But tell me if you see Mr. Ambrose, won't you?
I could milk him if I find him.
Mr.
Good
Crozier.
day.
That's Mr. Crozier.
Hey up.
I think we want to see. Oh, the stuck knife.
I'm having some trouble extricating a knife.
You'll need
from a
that at some point,
table
maybe
in
to
the
cut the
plough
hair.
furrow.
Yeah.
Might I borrow a pair of pliers?
Oh.
A knife, you say? I can get that out for you.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Crozier.
Think nothing of it. Wait here.
Just being okay. That's fantastic. Thank you.
That were a struggle. Here you are.
Thank you. Now I can
Thank
stab
you so
people's
much.
bellies.
You asked about the milk.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
I'm a blacksmith, not a cattle farmer.
Don't you have fridges?
I could milk you. Strip down and I'll milk you.
Does the name Saxnot mean anything
That
to
nosy
you?
bitch is listening.
Never heard of it. What is it?
Just a gobble.
Never mind.
Right.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Right, now we need milk.
Maybe you should show him the
Horse.
Good day.
If you want to.
Hey up.
What do you make of these stones?
Because he likes fossils.
Don't
Yeah.
look like out to me.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for
Any cows or horses around?
Could you milk the goat?
Goat's milk is a thing. I could... Yeah, and there's a bucket near there. Maybe I could milk the goat.
She didn't say it had to be from a cow.
No, I was thinking woman milk.
A cow and a goat are women.
Yeah, but like human woman milk, I guess.
You do know that you have to be pregnant in order, and having, you don't just have milk. You don't just have milk in your breasts. You have to be pregnant or having just given birth to,
Then what's in them?
Stop that.
What?
You don't just have milk automatically whenever you like it.
I think you can induce it.
It's very hard to do and very rare.
But I think I have heard that if you do have a kid
Oh my god.
and then keep it up, then it just keeps producing.
But like that's what I mean. You have to have
Like
it.
kickstart it.
You have to have it in the first place. Thomasina's never had a baby.
I think you can take like some supplements to make it happen, can't you?
That's what that
It's
woman
like Lactaid or something.
That woman did in Homelander. What's it called, The Boys, the latest season. They had another character who was from far right lady who was trying to control him, so she was taking lactation pills to milk herself. But it made her very sick because it wasn't natural. Yeah, I don't think you can't just milk women.
I think you can milk some women.
If they've had a baby and they're breastfeeding, but not any woman will just give you milk. Oh, for goodness sake. He knows this, he's just being facetious.
Well, I think it would be easier.
Well, I think you should go and see the goat.
I will go see the goat.
Because it was a girl goat, wasn't it?
I think it was a girl goat.
And there's a bucket and you have an apple to give it.
At least not on short notice. Yeah, you'd have to prep the milk. Hello, goat.
Give it the apple.
I will.
Even though it's a rotten apple.
I don't think goats care. Have a goat. Or have an
Hey
apple.
girl, would you like an apple?
We're gonna milk a poor goat.
The grumpy thing isn't interested.
Bitch. What if I set you free with this knife?
No, that Mr. Whatever, that's his...
Goat hair is much too coarse to be used
Okay.
for bowstring.
Fair enough.
You could try and milk it, I suppose.
Oh yeah, can I milk a goat? Hang on. How would I milk a goat?
Get the bucket there.
I should ask Mr. Bryden for permission
Yay!
before
Okay.
attempting to milk his goat.
He's in the...
He's right, that's his house.
Yeah. But didn't he say he was going to the pub? No, that was Shoulder.
Shoulder said he was going to the pub.
Can I fiddle with your goat, please?
What do you want?
Can I have some
Do you
milk?
have any fresh milk going spare?
If you can get any milk out of old Eunice, you're welcome to it.
We just need to turn her on
Eunice?
enough, I guess.
Me goat. Good luck.
Okay.
He just wanders back in and closes the door.
How do we make a goat milky?
I don't know. I don't know anything about milking goats. Grab its tweets and squeeze them.
Mm-hmm. Do we have to be, like, sensual about
No,
it?
it's not a sensual thing. Is it?
I don't know.
All right, we're doing this.
You just grab its teats and squeeze, I assume.
Oh, Jesus! Oh, fuck me! Could we milk him?
He's dead.
Like the IDF?
He's dead. He's possessed the goat.
Maybe.
It's like the black goat from that movie. It's an evil goat.
Don't milk me.
I'm not sure what that was.
I don't want to be
I
milked.
don't know what's happening to me. All this
milk?
superstitious nonsense must
Look
be
at that
getting to
poor
my
little
head.
goat thinking, what's going on?
I'm ready to be milked now.
Where's the bucket gone?
Right here.
I'm not going near that thing again.
Oh, come on, really?
Because they'd made you see spooks. Yes, the goat was like, "Don't milk me," and gave you like horrible visions.
Can I milk the goblin?
No, you can't milk the goblin.
Why not?
Now you're just being facetious.
No, I'm not. I mean, you could get something from the
Ask
goblin.
Mr. Bryden if
That's
he could
not-
milk the goat.
That's not milk, though, is it?
I don't know if they'd know the difference here.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and frothy and thick.
Oh, just stop.
It'd be more like cream,
I'm
I
gonna
guess.
tickle.
Well, did you get any milk out of her?
I tried and failed
You
miserably.
didn't even touch her.
Mm-hmm.
She's a temperamental beast.
You have to
Perhaps you could milk
whisper
her for
sweet
me?
nothings into
I'd
ear.
like to help you, lass, but I've just had a flare-up in me joints.
Oh
I
my
worked myself too
god.
hard this morning.
Is that the secret to Irish butter?
Is there anything I can do to help?
They just get some, they get the most nubile and fertile of the farmers, strap them into the
He's
milking
just
parlours
asked you
and
to give
add it in.
He's just asked you to give him a remedy for his oints.
I know,
his
we'll go to
oints.
which
His
woman?
oints, his joints.
Mm-hmm. Lactation without pregnancy. I love that my chat will look this sort of thing up.
I do
Lactation without pregnancy. It's called galactorrhea. It can be caused through medications, herbs, including anise, nettle, and fennels, breast stimulation. So we could just sort of massage each other.
Pituitary gland disorders, various medical conditions including typhoid issues, kidney tumours and chronic stress, and in very rare cases, emotional response.
You can go emotional response like, I'm so happy I'm leaking.
Oh, this subject makes me deeply uncomfortable.
Really?
That's rank, the idea of
It's
milk.
just milks.
This disgusting milk coming out of your...
Oh, come on, you drink cow's milk.
It's not the same.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's much more ethical.
Daddy, I have something for you. I do hope you remember it. I've taken great
Exactly.
care of it.
Human milk is the only
Well,
vegan
I'm not,
animal milk.
I'm not a vegan.
For you now, all right.
And I never will be.
Mm-hmm. Like if you had...
Just give the
Okay.
dad whatever you're giving him.
Okay. If you were offered some breast milk or some breast milk ice cream, you wouldn't eat it.
What a supportive
Daddy, you
partner.
must remember this. The day that started it all. It's the red urn you buried in the garden for me.
He's gone.
First
Stop.
ever excavation.
Oh, this is sad.
Where should I put it?
On a shelf probably, and then it'll like fall onto him and kill
Mother
him.
took away all the knickknacks that used to sit on these shelves. The pot might look nicer a little closer to the light anyway.
What, like over here?
Perfect. It will catch the light from your lamp so nicely.
I'm a vegan if not for human milk talks.
I would never be vegan.
There.
I would never give up milk.
What about,
I'm
again,
going to
like,
become a great barrow
if
digger
they had,
just like
you know, Hugh cow milking
I
stalls
hope the pot
and it just
reminds you of those
replaced
adventures we had together
the
when I
dairy
was a child,
industry.
and how
It'd be
thankful I
fine.
am for everything you've taught me.
all consensual and paid.
Now I must tell you about my visit to Pallinghurst. I found an arrowhead.
He's gone. Why are you talking to him? Just kill him.
Well, don't they say you're supposed to talk to people in comas?
Yeah, but he's gone soft-brained.
Good day.
Get away from me. I need to... Well, could you give me milk?
No.
You might be a bit old.
The aches. The
Okay.
aches.
Fresh milk going spare.
No, sorry.
Not to worry. Do you know of any remedies for aching joints?
He's just cursed by the fair
You're
folk.
too young to be suffering from this, surely.
It's for someone else, Mr. Bryden.
That's what the doctors always say to you.
I know just the poultice.
Capital. May I have some?
Well, I don't have the ingredients,
Oh,
I'm
nice. Go and
afraid.
get her little ingredients.
What do you need to make it?
It's a simple
Well, if everyone
blend
needs
made
things
of
today,
natural
milk
elements.
and ingredients and,
Elderflower
and horsehair.
I can make the poultice
Flirt
for you if
wort.
you bring me these things. Then it just needs to be applied directly to the joints. That should ease his burden.
Thank you.
Right. Elderflower and flirtwort. Elderflower's common.
Where can I find some elderflower?
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne Wood,
Oh.
but they've long since gone.
There's a herb stall.
Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see. What does elderflower look like?
Elderflowers are small, white, and grow in clumps on the elder shrub.
So they use that in
Elder
wine?
shrubs
Yes.
can grow in all shapes and sizes. Just look out for the clumps of tiny white flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Where
Flirtwort,
can I find
please.
some flirtwort?
Flirtwort is not commonly found around Bewley. It's a perennial shrub that bears small white flowers. You might find some growing out on moors if you're lucky.
On Moors.
Thank you.
Right, Moors. What about the goblin? Can I milk him? There's a special button located within the body that will produce some goblin milk.
Mr. Shoulder told me about a folk tale associated with Hobbs Barrow. It tells of Saxnot, a goblin. Are you familiar with it?
No doubt there is such a tale. Name any beastie you can think of and someone
Beastie.
round here will have a story about it.
My thoughts precisely. Farewell.
Right. Let's look around gardens and the moors.
And you can try the stall if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have only two more locations to find, is it?
I guess so. Looked up lactation now to see what ad banners I get this week. Well, do you
I'm
have
not
any?
hungry.
No, herbs.
This looks like elderflower
Oh.
to me.
Can I have it?
Good day.
Fresh produce?
Elderflower?
Is that elderflower you're selling?
Aye. Perfect for teas and tinctures?
Any good for sore joints?
Aye. Penny a bunch?
I'm afraid I don't have any money.
He gave you an
Flesh?
idea.
Miss, does it look like I'm running a charity?
Trade? Flesh?
Can we work something out? A trade, perhaps?
I deal in cash only, miss. No coin, no elderflower.
Oh. So I need a coin to get the elderflower, to get his joints, to get milk,
To get
to
a
get to get to the
hair.
horse.
To get hair.
Yeah, to get hair, to get the bow, to get that fairy girl. And then I don't even know why we're doing the fairy girl.
Do you have any milk for sale?
Not today, sorry.
Goodbye.
Sorry, my cups are empty.
Okay, you offer to do a job for someone, I suppose.
I don't know.
Talk
Who
to
are
him.
you?
He was walking around.
Won't let me.
Oh, I thought it was.
Didn't click. Oh, hello. Do you have any
Excuse
money?
me, Miss Bateman. I'm in something of a hurry. Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again.
What?
Which work is that quote
Oh,
from?
no.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Romeo and Juliet. Oh, he's gone.
You didn't even stop to hear you.
Mm-hmm.
You should go to the hints
Hmm.
to find out how to
In a
get,
second.
to find out how to get.
That's
Stop
not mine
using
to
that tone.
interfere with.
You should go to the hints to find out how to get some money.
Pet.
Hello, Mrs. Duplancy.
If you're looking for Father Roach, he won't be back until tomorrow.
Can I mush your hair out? Got hair all over yourself.
I don't care.
Your old hair.
I am shedding a lot.
Where is Father Roach?
You might have noticed the good father has a green thumb.
Private garden.
He's gone to visit his friend in the countryside to purchase some seedlings for his tower garden.
Where is Father Roach's tower garden?
Why, on top of St. Edmund's, of course. He's got a lovely collection of cuttings up there. You'll have to ask him to show you.
But he won't be back till
It does
tomorrow.
sound rather pleasant. It's a shame he's not around.
Well, he does have a spare key for the tower door somewhere.
Maybe that's where you could get the.
Do you know where
Flirt wood?
Father Roach keeps his spare key?
No, that's his business. If I did know, I'd fetch it myself and take you up there.
Not to worry.
I do recall him saying he hid it outside somewhere. For safekeeping, like. Were it in the graveyard? Oh, I don't know. Best wait till he gets back, pet.
My
No.
father stones pews sex night. Well, I want to know what you're going to ask about the pews.
These box pews are most unusual.
Are
I've
they?
never seen any quite so tall.
We Bewley
spend
folk
that much time in
like our
churches.
privacy. Many of the pews are owned by
Oh, they get
individual
their own little
families.
row.
Some might accuse you of hiding secrets.
Now, pet.
I jest.
At my age, it's hard to climb in and out of them. I'd rather stand.
How was your holiday, by the way? Lovely holiday.
Yeah, it was
Thanks
fun.
for your
Had a
time.
nice time.
Lord be with you.
I always store important bits in the graveyard.
That's not mine to interfere.
Oh, whatever.
I wonder what she's got in her little basket.
It's probably buns or something. What
Yeah,
do
she
old
was-
women have?
She was selling cakes here earlier.
Old women love buns.
I like buns.
Fine. Actually, no, I don't like buns, actually.
This appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave.
There's definitely something in there.
You could use your thingy.
Trowel.
I may be a barrow digger.
Oh, I
but I'm
really
no
tried that
grave
earlier.
robber.
Oh!
It could be where he's got the key, though.
Yeah, I think it is. We have this key. That's the room key, though. Ugh, don't lie, you love buns.
You mean bunny rabbits?
I don't think so.
Oh.
No! No! I love you.
What did you do in Belfast? Well, I'm glad you asked us.
Yes, let's go with that.
We arrived on Wednesday afternoon, and we did a black cab taxi tour of the city, and then we went to bed. And then when we got up the next day, the Thursday, we went to the Titanic Museum, we went to a World War II museum, and we went for a walking tour of Belfast.
Joseph Davis.
And then on the Friday, we went to the Ulster Museum, and we went on a political walking tour of Belfast, which was where it's this EU organisation, ex-prisoners. One will show you the Republican side and one will show you the Unionist side. And then Saturday was when we went home, but before we went home, we went to St. George's Market and we got a Belfast Bap. And Belfast Bap, there's a picture of it in the Discord, I think.
Yeah.
This awful Belfast, it was awful. It was just this stacked with meat. I couldn't eat it. It was too much meat.
I have it on WhatsApp here. This is what I'm at.
This is a Belfast Bap. And there's the picture. Show them the picture of me. Look, I'm horrified.
This is the small version.
Yeah, you can also get a version with like egg and black pudding. This was just sausage and bacon and ketchup.
Absolutely disgusting.
It was rank. Greasy, too much meat. Ugh. And the meat was all like burned or something. That is a cute photo, though.
It is. Emma looks very cute.
Because I'm doing that. I look so nervous.
What a peculiar name. I can't call.
They said we might find some out in the moors, but I don't think we will.
You might. Flirt, whatever it was, right?
Milk, aching joints.
Oh yes, you want the milk so you can find the workmen.
Yes.
God, you've got so much to do.
Yes.
You're so busy.
Rooftop garden. Gonna bring Mildred water to Flirtwood and elderflower. Oh.
It was a lovely trip. You're American, aren't you? You'd like this. When we went to the World War II museum, there was a section about the American soldiers that were stationed in Belfast during the war. And they had this guidebook that was given to all American soldiers to give them advice on how to interact with the people in Belfast. Do you remember? Show her the picture of that. She'll like that.
What?
The guidebook.
I don't know. Did I send it to you?
You did. She'll like it. It'll be funny. She's American. You are a she, yeah? This one. This was that they told how the American soldiers to be.
The Irish love to talk. Conversation is the most highly perfected form of entertainment. Although class distinctions are important in Northern Ireland, there is a democracy of self-expression. No Irishman is too poor or humble to offer an opinion, and every Irishman expects to be listened to.
That little guidebook that they gave them advice on how to talk to the...
It's like 30 or 40 pages.
27 pages, I think. Because Kane downloaded the PDF for me. I have to want to read the whole thing.
Don't tell the Britisher that we came over and won the last one. In the first place, it isn't true. Britain lost nearly 1 million. America's dead total little more than 60,000. Don't boast about what we've done or will do. Let's just see how we handle ourselves when the going's really tough.
And show them this bit.
God.
The soldiers. Wasn't there one with the soldiers?
Where?
Give me
Here?
that. No, that's the Home Guard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was fun. And that was about rationing. Wasn't there any pictures of soldiers?
Don't think so.
I thought there was.
I don't think so. Well, maybe there.
That was just...
That's a fireman or whatever.
That was the Belfast Blitz.
Mhm.
And that was a little memorial to people that died in the Belfast
We should keep printing these for Americans. I want a copy. It's online. The BBC publish it. It's quite fun. The interesting name flower is apparently not native to Bewley. There's a specific place. Yep, that's fine. The church has a large selection of flowers. There may be flirtwort in the bushes. Nothing aside but Father Roach, yes. Enter the church. She'll have some answers if you exhaust her dialogue. Explore the graveyard more thoroughly. That's apparently it. Explore the graveyard. Map. Graveyard. All countries should have a guide for Americans. Thank you for sharing this fun fact. Graveyard. I mean, yeah, it's right there.
Gold for the goblins.
Jesus. Oh, thank you for
This
that.
appears to be a
Very kind.
recently dug, unmarked grave.
I might share the PDF actually in the Discord later.
I didn't know
Here
that there were
lies
that many
Margaret
American
Tillett,
soldiers stationed
beloved
in
mother,
Belfast. It was
wife,
thousands,
and
wasn't
sister.
it?
300,000
Today
or
she
something.
dances.
Passed through it at least, they said.
Well, yeah, they were been in
John,
Belfast and in
dearly
England,
beloved.
and I'm assuming Scotland, so that they could go...
Forever
Maybe not
in
Scotland,
light.
because they were for D-Day.
Joseph
Mhm.
I guess Belfast and what? What bit of
Some
England?
death-
Pretty close to France.
Here lies Elizabeth Farnaby.
Is Dover a
The
place?
Irish like bits.
Is Dover just a
William
place, or is it, is Dover just the cliffs, or is the actual name of a town?
It's a port town, I think.
So they
Dover.
were probably all in Belfast and in Dover,
There may
and then
be
they
a
could go straight across to France in the boat, couldn't they?
Mhm.
Or the ships. Or
I think
whatever.
so. Anything else?
Was it
in
300,000? I think it was. There was a
here?
lot
Something
of,
like that.
There was a
That
lot
is- that
of...
passed through over the war.
Yeah, there was a lot of guys.
It's like half the population of Boston. Well, it's because, Ireland was neutral.
The Republic of Ireland was neutral, so they couldn't station here.
Yeah, we wouldn't let them station here.
No.
So it's like, fuck off to Britain, basically. So no Americans are allowed to come here, like the Near report. So they all had to go from Northern Ireland and then on to England and then on to France.
Good day.
Hello, Miss. I found out my father visited Bewley some 25 years ago.
Yeah,
William
Kane's right,
Bateman, perhaps
300,000.
you remember
Mm-hmm.
him?
That wasn't just Belfast, though. That was the whole of Northern
Bateman.
Ireland, not
I
just
remember
Belfast.
a William Baldwin.
How many people
He
does
were
Belfast
a right
have in it now?
miserable sod.
It's pretty
My
big.
father was only in Bewley briefly, from what I understand. I'm trying to piece together what he was doing here.
My eyes are getting
You'll have
sore.
to ask
No,
him.
you gotta put
I
on
don't
sunglasses.
recall
Yeah.
anyone
Yay.
of that name.
I don't see why that bloody light is necessary. I really don't.
Belfast population. 350,000? It's not too big. I meant a Met area population of nearly 700,000.
What would it look like if you turned that light off?
Extremely dim.
It's fine to me.
Uh-huh.
Looks fine to me.
Uh-huh.
Looks fine to me.
Uh-huh. That's because your eyes don't work.
How dare you? They're okay, Dis. I have to put on lots of
Drops.
Lots of drops, and I have
Do
to
you have
take
any...
tablets.
Not to...
Oh, thank
Does
you.
the...
Is that a village near her?
No, never mind. What do you make...
So if you talk to her more, you think she'll help you find
I
the...
doubt
My father
it.
took
It said
part. Do you
exhaust all
recall-
dialogue
Happens,
options.
I'm sorry.
Thanks for your time.
Lord be...
Try again?
No.
I have nothing else to ask.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll just have to look in the graveyard. Maybe it's behind one of the graves.
I have no idea. I mean, what did she say? He keeps a spare somewhere outside, but she isn't sure where. He's definitely in the church's immediate area. So it might not even be in the grave then.
Should look out for anything suspicious that looks like a behind.
I mean, there's
the
like
key.
loose bricks and stuff over here.
Yeah,
right?
try
Like
the-
crack,
try the-
blacks.
Try the
In memory
bricks.
of... In memory...
Percival
In memory
Roach.
of... In
Henry
memory
Crozier.
of...
That's probably
in
Mr.
memory of
Crozier's dad, is
Benjamin-
it? Mr. Crozier the blacksmith.
Mm-hmm. Anything that looks out of place that could hide a key in the immediate area. Nothing there. Are we blind?
In fairness, talking about the guidebooks, the American soldiers, I mean, there's still guidebooks for how to interact with foreigners today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get any guidebook, they'll say, don't do this, don't do that.
Yeah.
So it's still the same. It's just the language of that guidebook was a little bit patronising. You know, those funny Irish, whether they're farmers or aristocrats, they all have their opinions. What advice would you give for interacting with the Irish today?
I don't know.
There's a very obvious one.
What?
If you go to the Republic of Ireland, do not say you're part of the British Isles. That will make people mad. That's the most obvious one. Don't put on an Irish accent. Don't ask about leprechauns. Amma, do you feel like your vision is better? They said it actually wouldn't get better for like maybe a month or two.
Yeah.
And I've only been 2 weeks. But it's true geographically. Well, if they go and say it to them if you want, and see what reaction you get.
The term British Isles is not recognised by the Irish government for various reasons.
And the Irish, if you say it to an Irish person, they get very mad. Very, very mad.
I have no idea where this fucking key is.
Then just look up the answer.
In memory.
It's it on the hint page. You could just look up the answer.
What am I looking for? He's a big fan of Shakespeare and cares for the church's condition.
How the hell does that help?
He's a big fan of Shakespeare. What? He's a big fan of Shakespeare and cares for the church's condition. Painful to watch?
What's painful to watch?
Apparently we're missing something obvious. He's a big fan of Shakespeare.
And cares for the church's condition.
What's Shakespeare?
So it's obviously on the church itself.
I have no idea. But,
Is there a statue of Shakespeare or something?
Don't think so.
Statue of anybody?
I don't see any statues. A Shakespeare. He's a big fan of Shakespeare. What has this to do with Shakespeare, then? Is there a specific headstone that's a Shakespearean character?
Death
No.
is only a shadow across the path to heaven.
That's
Here
the guy that hung
lies
himself.
Elizabeth. William Paxton. Here lies Margaret Tillett.
Oh, that's
Bellotted
Margaret
age.
Spence.
Yes.
Joseph Davis.
I feel very
Forever in love. John Purchase, dearly beloved husband of Florence.
Florence is a nice name.
Nothing around here. Can't like pick up rocks or anything. The fuck is the key?
You just have to look at it.
Next hint. How does that help me? It means the hiding spot is likely in poor condition and probably has something to do with Shakespeare.
Just click on tell me what to do. We're wasting time.
There are several memorial plaques. The bottom row is referencing Romeo and Juliet, and its plaster is in noticeably poorer condition. Fuck off. This one.
In memory of Romeo Hegg, dearly missed by his beloved Juliet.
We read that ages ago.
I think I can chip away at this plaster.
You shouldn't be stealing people's keys.
I'll do what I like. I'm too distracted by expecting to hear Carlac say, I want to ride you until you see stars.
There's a key behind here. This has to be Father Roach's spare.
Right, fantastic stuff. Terrible.
It's locked.
Yeah, I know you can use the key though, can't you?
Not a pretty key.
Capital.
Don't say capital.
I know, it makes you sound
You're
like...
simply too posh to be allowed to
It makes you sound
live.
like you should be like riding a horse killing foxes.
Capital. Fuck right off. There we go. That's some fuckwort or whatever it's called. Flirtwort.
A small label on the pot reads Flirtwort.
Take
this
some.
Is just what I need.
Yay.
Have you taken a sprig? Yes. Fantastic. Now we just need elderflower, which means we need a penny, was it? Or 2 pennies? It was like a penny a bunch or something.
Penny a bunch.
Oh, how am I going to find a penny?
Look at the hints.
Father Roach has amassed quite the collection here.
If you don't know, you could at least look at the hints. Hinting isn't cheating.
Finding elderflower. It used to grow in the woods, but now can only be found in private gardens. The woods that you're currently standing around, there must be somewhere. Try looking in the lesser visited part of the forest and town outskirts. Go to the spot where you met Jane for the first time. There's a shrub of elderflower growing in the corner. Oh, apparently that's it. You just find some.
I can give you the hint. You don't use a penny, you distract her.
Apparently there's other ways to get it. Apparently there's multiple ways to
Is
do this.
Skiffy joking, or has he actually played this game?
No idea.
Maybe you could flash. You're obsessed with flashing.
It seems like...
You could flash that woman and get
It seems like there might be multiple ways of solving each puzzle, by the way. Like that worm must have been used for something, but then it just took it away from us.
There.
Well, that's because you left it to them.
Yeah, but I mean for a previous puzzle.
All right.
Yeah.
What's the tone?
What?
What's the tone?
What tone?
Don't you use that tone?
Okay,
please.
what tone?
Get away from it.
What tone?
He used a tone, didn't
No,
he?
I didn't use a fucking tone.
Invalidate me.
Nah.
Go away.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. Shut up now shouting.
Okay, I love you.
I love you too.
Alright, bring me to the woods. Where did we meet Jane for the first time?
Wasn't she with her brother by the river, playing the beck?
Yeah.
Where the guy
I remember now.
Where the guy was painting.
Yes, the paint prick. And I remember mousing over some flowers.
Yes, you did.
So bring me to the woods. And then up here, right? There.
He's gone.
Shrub.
This looks like it might be elderflower. I'll take some.
Yippee!
Is it Skiffy or Shiffy?
You say this literally. You've said this.
You forget every time.
I mean this legitimately. You say this literally every stream.
Skiffy.
Every stream.
Skiffy.
Yes.
Okay, Skiffy. He's so mean to me. He's always bullying me.
Everyone.
Hello, Taco.
Here, I've got your
day.
fucking herbs.
Hello, Taco.
Yes,
I think I have.
show me. Aye, that's flirt water. all
Yippee!
right. Let me know when you found some elderflower too.
I have.
I have some elderflowers here.
Show me. No,
Oh, for
this
fuck's
is not
sake.
elderflower. It's cowbane. An easy mistake to make. The two look very similar.
Oh.
It's safe to eat, as long as you're not a cow. Very toxic to cattle.
Where can I find some elderflower?
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing
distraction
here in
time
Herne
for the
Wood, but
penny
they've long
lady.
since gone.
Flesh?
Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedge.
She's a repressed northern lesbian.
Yeah,
I
probably.
see. What does elderflower look like?
Elderflower
Why are you
is
laughing?
elder.
Right, in
Farewell.
conversation. Phew, how would we distract a northern woman? Pies? And there are pies there.
You can't get the pies, though. You have no money.
I know, but we can flesh the man
Oh, for God's
so he drops a pie, and then her northern ears will be like, I hear a pie. And so she'll dash to the ground and, scoop up the pie
That's
with her
a bit
hands.
bordering on bigoted.
And then we can steal her herbs. That's what they're like there.
Have you ever been there?
I used to think that the north was like Nottingham, and I
No.
went there, but apparently that's not the north.
No, I looked it up on the internet, and I saw get a
Perhaps you'd be
Google
more
on me.
interested
Google
in a
said
Scotch
Sheffield
egg.
was the start of the
Freshly
north.
made, just 1 penny each.
No, thank you.
Oh, who are you?
It's the little girl.
Yeah.
Hello, Jane.
Miss, watch me juggle.
Okay. Maybe you can distract.
Oh, now I can distract her. Look at this idiot child,
You
like,
go-
fuck herself up.
Very
Don't
impressive.
clap that.
I can juggle even more apples.
Okay, I've got a rotten apple. Do you want a rotten apple?
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
She'll injure herself, and then the woman will go like, oh, no, the baby.
The barn.
Oh, no, the baby's in trouble.
Told you I could do it. Here's your apple back.
I don't want my apple back.
I'm very
I wanted
impressed.
you to get hurt.
Okay.
Well, I
Can't think
did.
of anything else to talk about right now.
Oh, okay. Distract.
The cross
A
denotes
woman.
this as the site
How
of
do you
a
distract
market,
a woman?
or perhaps a site
Shopping?
of traditional religious significance.
Well, she runs a shop, so she's probably sick of that. Shoes. Take off my shoes
She has-
and go, look at me shoes. She go, oh, these fine boots, missus. And then she'll be distracted. True crime podcasts. That's the one. We need to fabricate a murder.
Go and talk to her. Ask her about herself.
I can't
There's
talk
nothing
to her.
else I wish to discuss.
Well, you can't
at the
walk over
moment.
to her.
No. That's
Oh,
it.
You know you can. You
can't
can
think
walk
of-
over to her.
I have, there's not, there's,
Oh.
there's, I have no, I
All right,
have nothing else.
Meats.
Throw the apple
I
at her.
can't just steal the elderflower. There must be another way of getting
Just
my
throw the
hands
apple
on
at her.
it.
I can't just steal it. There must be another way.
It has to have something to do with Jane, because they wouldn't have put...
Throw apple at cans.
That's what I said.
No, that wouldn't.
I think it's something to do with Jane, because they wouldn't put Jane there for no reason.
I dare you to...
Must have something to do with
She
Jane.
just does a little juggle. Maybe we need to give her like 15 apples, and then she like fucks it up and like.
Oh, you
causes
could get
everything to
more
fall
apples,
over.
because he was giving the apples away free, the apple man.
Maybe.
I'm...
Can I get another apple?
Be careful with those.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, miss.
Give her
Good
more
day.
apples, and
How
she's
did
gonna
you
knock
like
him.
I'm afraid it is...
Hey up, don't you be going around telling folk I'm handing out rotten apples.
But you are, though.
Yeah, you are handing out rotten apples.
Produce is not...
Try it again? Maybe do it a third time? Because she's like,
I
hey, stop
dare you
fucking
to
around with
juggle
those
an
apples.
extra
I fucking ate children having fun. I'm northern. They should be in mines. They should be in mines or in a pie.
Told you I
No,
could
I
do
think you're
it.
gonna have to give her extra apples.
Here's your apple back.
I'm...
Talk to him again. What did he say the first time?
He said,
day.
don't
Freshly
fuck around with my
selling them
apples.
at a wood miss like.
No, thank...
Oh, she doesn't want any more.
No.
Right.
Throw apple at woman, maybe? Do you want a fucked up
I'm
apple?
not sure they would be interested.
No. Use apple with...
Thomasina is too nice to throw apples.
I dare...
Oh, Christ. Okay. It's not going to work. I'm just trying to skip past it. Please stop
Well,
juggling the
something...
apples.
She said, like, you know, stop that. So something must happen with the girl.
I'm...
I don't know. Hint, please. 2. Finding some milk. The
elderflower. You're trying to get...
elderflower. Oh, yeah, the elderflower. Remedy, elderflower. The woods, look, where to go, what now?
Excuse me.
The merchants in the market may stock some elderflower. Yeah. The merchant of the far right is selling many kinds of produce. Yeah. Don't despair, with a bit of mischief, we may be able to distract her and swipe some elderflowers. Her stall features some precariously placed tins. Knocking them over should do the job. We'll need a partner in crime. Is there anyone in the immediate area that's known for mischief? Well, this is... Can I just talk to her? I don't want to watch you juggle, you fucking idiot!
Just go back and think the cheese. Right.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Impressive.
Make me. I dare you.
Out.
Where's the yolk?
What yolk?
I'm trying to pause it. How'd you go back to the internet?
Not telling you.
Fine, just sit here for hours.
Yes,
I
I will.
To do.
Yeah, I will.
He's such a child.
No, I'm not.
He is.
Fuck you.
Fuck you too. Don't swear at me.
No, I will.
Apologise.
Sorry.
Go away.
I love you.
Very sad you're having to cheat at this game.
Exactly. And Emma wants to cheat even more. Emma loves cheating.
Well, how's it fun to just be sitting here? None of you people make sense.
No.
You gamer people with your rules. I can juggle even more apples. We can't get any apples to give to her.
Good day.
Freshly selling wood miss like.
No, I don't want any more fucking apples. Because you won't give them to me.
Yeah, we can't give the girl any more apples.
Hint. Jane is juggling some apples. We know about her goblin tendencies firsthand. What do? She wants another apple. If the juggling goes wrong, the apples may hit the tins. Do I just push over the little girl? Juggle this apple.
I dare you.
Easy.
Can I? No, it doesn't let me kick the girl. Knife girl. Hamstring her. Oh my Christ. Do I need to like weigh the apple with something? Like...
New worm and apple. New worm and apple.
New worm and apple?
No, that won't achieve anything you...
What do you mean new worm and apple? What do you mean?
He means that there's a worm in an apple.
Where?
I don't know.
Get a worm. Where the fuck were the worms? Stick it in. I don't remember where I got the first worms.
If you're gonna just cheat from chat, you might as well just look
Wait,
at
So annoying! So annoying!
Pause. Right, pause.
And I'm back.
Never mind this. Never mind.
With the worms in
This is
here?
where I dug up Jane.
This is where you...
Yes,
Yes,
it was
in the
worms
hole.
in there. There was worms in there. It's trying so hard to be patient.
Mm-hmm. Give me a
I
worm
shall
up.
name you Kenneth II.
Another worm husband.
Well,
Fantastic.
you're going to kill it, because if you put it in an apple and throw it at a thing, it will just die.
How do you know? Worms might like being tossed.
Oh, for God's sake.
Uh-huh. Now
No.
combined, I know.
See,
Apple
I don't
and
know
worm.
why you
Has
couldn't have just
found
looked
a
that
new
up.
home within the holes of the rotten apple.
Then in here.
I dare you to juggle an extra
Now kick her.
apple.
Kick her hard in the shin.
She's not going to. She's clearly going to see it and scream and drop it.
Yuck, a worm.
You bitch! Don't just throw
Move
shit.
fast, move fast.
Steal it. Yes!
Hey, put those back!
Fuck you! Hey, fuck you! What?
Sorry.
You have to go faster, I guess.
I was as fast as possible.
You'll pay for any damaged goods.
Sorry, miss.
What the fuck? Give me my apple back.
Hello again, little worm.
She seems into the worm.
Worm husband.
Well, that was a very flirtatious tone she just took. Hello, little worm.
I'm just going to ask you one more time. Are you going to look up the hints?
I dare you to juggle an extra...
Okay, he's not.
Yuck, a worm.
Faster now. No.
Not tempting.
Oi, put those
fuck,
back!
I'm going to the bathroom. I need the bathroom.
Yeah, getting the apple. Jane,
Oh, now!
okay.
Now he fucking looks at
Yeah. The distraction would good, but the merchant will notice her missing produce. Oh, we have the cow bane! I'm so stupid! We have to do like an Indiana Jones thing.
Pay for any...
Sorry, miss.
Yeah, whatever. Back. Give me the fucking worm apple again for a third time. You think this wouldn't keep working, but it will. Here, throw the apple at the fucking cans, please, for Christ's sake.
Extra...
Is it... Miss, can you please stop giving me worms? I don't like it.
Good day.
Don't talk to me! Don't talk to the men! Fan-fucking-tastic. Jesus Christ.
I managed to swap them without her noticing.
Oh. Now she's run away. Good.
Warm pies!
I don't want a pie. I don't like gravy. I'm actually neutral on gravy. I think it's fine. Mildred Walker, I've got your fucking elderflower
day.
now.
I have the ingredients you asked for.
Wonderful. Hand them over. There you go.
GG,
Tell
first
Mr.
try.
Bryden to apply this poultice to the area in question. It works wonders.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic. So now we can give him the poultice. He'll milk the goat. Then we can give the goat milk to the maid. Then the maid will bring us to the Lord. We can ask the Lord for some labourers. Then we can excavate the barrow. Christ, adventure games. Why are you like this? Bryden, I got your fucking slime.
Yes?
I've got
I
a
have your
poultice for
slime.
your joints, Mr. Bryden. It was prepared by Mildred Walker.
Who?
You may know her as Mother Mildred.
Oh, thank you, lass. That Mildred knows what she's doing. I should have thought to see it myself.
Yes.
She said to apply it directly to where the pain is.
I had
It
to
should work
replace
very
it with the
swiftly.
other herbs.
I'll give it a try.
Emma's holding a cat.
Oh, that did the trick, lass. I feel like a lad of
Can
20
you hear her
again.
purring?
No.
I suppose you'll be wanting me to milk old Eunice for you in return.
If you don't
I
mind,
don't think so.
I'd appreciate it.
A fair exchange.
Hold on. I'll click on the window sill. Okay, no, okay. Oh, Jesus.
What are you doing?
well
Leave her
back, lass.
down. She's wiggling.
I'm
Just let her
trying.
down. Jesus.
I'm trying.
Now what? She's milking a goat. Yeah. Meow.
There you are, lass. Some fresh milk.
Fantastic. It's
Thank
goat's
you very
milk though,
much,
which is
Mr. Bryden.
I think sharp. Okay, let's
Have you
go.
ever tried? I've never tried goat's milk.
I've had goat's cheese a lot. I don't think I've actually ever had goat's milk.
Okay, so you've gotten the flowers, you made the medicine, you gave it to him, you got the milk. Now you go to the woman, and she'll take you to the Lord to ask for, to ask for labourers.
Yes.
Scotch eggs!
Is that
Scotch eggs?
is that everything then?
I don't know. And we still need the horsehair as well.
Oh yeah.
I've
But maybe
got a
you'll
pail
find
of
the
fresh
horse
milk
up in
here
the
for you,
Lord's
Miss
house.
Tompkins.
You haven't.
Here.
I milked it myself, sort of.
Mum, you've saved my
Oh,
hide.
what did I expect?
You.
Are you all right?
Coming up, boys!
Rose.
Ah!
Any road, I'm heading back to Panswick Manor now. Would you still like to meet his lordship?
Yes.
Very much so.
Now, I can't guarantee you'll be home, all right? He's a very busy man.
I'll take my
Probably
chances.
hunting the
Follow
poor.
me, then.
Evil,
Come on
terrible
over.
channel
It's
always
not
had to be
like
around. You didn't need to show him.
Yeah, she hopped.
Little hop. Sheep! Sheep!
Could you get hair from them?
Probably not.
What time do you call this?
Sorry, Mum.
Give it here then.
Yes, goat's milk.
What the hell is this muck?
She didn't like it.
Goat's milk, Mum.
You daft bint. Since when does his lordship take goat's milk with his tea? Oh, he will not be pleased. Get back to your sweeping before I clip you over the head.
Jesus.
Sorry, Mum.
You bitch. I'll come back for you later. Sorry.
Where is Lord Panswick?
Oh, it's not even.
Sorry, Mum. I can't talk. Miss Fenchurch is ever so mad at me.
Oh, you go and give out to
Some
Miss.
fine looking
Large flowers.
Go and give out to
No
Miss.
time for frolicking with the flock.
Sheep.
Go and give out to Miss Fenchurch.
Hello there.
She's
Bugger
sweeping
off, you
dirt.
whelp. This is private land.
Fuck you.
I was wondering if it might be
Then
possible
give me back
to
my
speak
milk.
with Lord Panswick.
I milked
Deaf
that
girl.
special.
Don't make me fetch the guards.
Knife
They're
her?
armed,
I'm
you know.
tempted.
By Christ, you're like a dog with a bone. Do you want to get yourself shot?
Fucking hell.
He said that
I
people.
can assure you the only
That I
thing
told you he was the Lord. I
very
told you he was
fucker.
the Lord. I
I
told
have the
you.
odd grouse. Greetings, my lady. Lord
I
James
told you.
Panswick
Didn't I tell
at your
you?
disposal.
You're Lord Panswick?
As I live and breathe.
As if you couldn't tell that he was an aristocratic
What
prick.
is life without mystery, Miss Bateman? A predictable stagger to the grave?
Fuck, I hate him so much.
Older?
Much older and far less handsome?
Something like that.
See? I can read your mind, my dear.
Like
Now,
all
may I
women.
ask, what brings you to
All
my
you care
manor?
about is shopping and
I wanted
sex.
to ask if I could borrow some of your labourers.
Oh, for what purpose?
I intend to excavate Hobbs Barrow tomorrow, and I'm in need of some assistance.
An excavation?
By a
How very
woman?
delightful. We're in the middle of our own works right this minute. Follow me, Miss Bateman. Come along. I promise I don't bite.
Oh, I genuinely have your knife ready.
I thought they were going to show the housekeeper slapping the maid.
For generations, this chapel was a place of unique devotion. And this was until some of my more ungrateful ancestors forgot him and abandoned it.
Why did they abandon it?
Men of great wealth and power can grow so comfortable that they forget
You're a
they still
cultist.
need the divine. The sacrifices required to maintain such a
Yeah, he's a
relationship.
cultist.
You're such a
The
cultist.
chapel soon turned to rubble, and with
I mean, he's
time,
saying him with a
the
capital. I don't think he's
villagers
talking
forgot
about the Christian
His
guy.
influence
Is he showing you his
endured,
pleasure room?
Oh, he's
only with
Christian
the
Grey.
isolated few who lived on the very fringes of these moors. Believe it or not, my family's fortunes
believe
have
it.
dwindled ever since. Since I succeeded my father, it has become my life's work
Are we ending at
to
5?
restore this
If you want
place
to.
of
I want to
worship.
go shopping
With
and get
this
some dinner.
sacred place rebuilt, he shall be venerated once more, and the name Panswick shall be uttered again across all of England. He guided the hands of my ancestors. Now it is time for him to guide us.
Cult.
Bewley is a godless place.
Have you forgotten about St. Edmund's? Father Roach might disagree.
I shall bring him back to these lands, and this chapel shall be his seat once again.
He's
A
talking
new
about a
world.
Cthulhu.
But it seems like you wish to bring back the past.
From out of the old world shall come the new.
He's such a
greater
Cthulhu.
truth.
Yeah,
With our
Thomasina.
regrets.
You should
Horace,
catch up.
my dear fellow,
Aye, your lordship.
this fair lady here is in need of some assistance. Would you and your chaps be up for a spot of digging at Hobbs Barrow tomorrow?
Hobbs Barrow.
Oh.
Aye, your lordship. 'Tis no bother.
Good man.
I don't want to go
Good luck, my
mad.
dear. These are my finest. They're all yours.
They're the only
Thank
3
you.
workers
I am
in this
grateful.
town.
On one condition.
Oh,
Yes?
I'm not going to
I've
flash
heard
you.
wonders about
I'd
Mary
flash Pie Boy.
Ponce's Bakewell puddings. I'd rather like to try them for myself.
You could just go and get them yourself.
Your lordship, you're giving me the help of your men in exchange for cakes.
Yes.
But
Farewell, my beauty.
You should know how much
wait!
I like cake. I like to spread them.
You gonna say hello to the workers?
Hello,
Is his
workers.
lordship joking about the Bakewell puddings?
No, miss. His lordship is a man of folly.
How ridiculous!
He treats you all right if you do what he asks.
Right, I'll go get the fucking stuff.
Please let us get on with our toil. If you do
Christ.
as his lordship requests, we'll help you tomorrow.
Fine. The sound of Emma slightly throwing up in her mouth.
Good day.
Fuck off!
Another strumpet looking to find her way into his lordship's bedchambers, I see.
I'm nothing of the
I
sort.
like vaginas, actually.
Plenty of your sort before.
Probably.
Miss Fenchurch is very bitter.
He's a moron, but he'll pay for stuff, so it's okay. Bye. Can't even frolic with the sheep.
She wouldn't let you.
No, rude. Right, let's go ask for some cakes. I guess she was in here, right?
I think so.
Can you give me some cakes? Are they in your little basket? Need to bring back
Did you
Strumpet and
bet?
reclaim it.
Hello, Mrs.
It just sounds
Duplancy.
cute. It doesn't sound insulting enough by nowadays standards. Strumpet. It almost just sounds kind of sweet.
My Strumpet.
Don't call me a strumpet.
Strumpet.
Stop.
Wench?
Oh, wench is horrible. Wench is a horrible word.
What can I call you then?
Emma,
Nah, that doesn't really suit you.
play your game.
Bakewell pudding.
Is that the
Still
same
have
as a
some of your
Bakewell
homemade
tart?
I don't
Bakewell
know.
I think we talked about this at last
Yeah,
stream.
I don't think so.
Oh, you're too
I haven't had
late,
either
Ed.
anyway, a Bakewell tart
I've
or a
few
Bakewell pudding.
left, but they're set aside for someone else.
Might you please be able to bake me some more?
Sorry, I'm not in the mood for baking. Truth be told, my dear husband Albert passed away recently.
I can flash
My
you.
thoughts are all over the shop.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Aye, he's in God's hands now.
Were you married to Albert a long time?
Aye, too many years to count.
And not just because I can't
He
count.
was a cobbler here in Bewley. The most
Now, none of us have
dashing
shoes.
cobbler in all of England, I used to tell him. Love is precious, pet.
It
There's
is.
nought that can replace the hole it leaves in your heart.
I can relate to that in my own way. I wish
Oh,
you
shut up.
strength in this difficult time.
Thank you.
Now give me the
With
fucking
God's
cakes.
blessing, I'll get by.
May I ask who you have set aside the puddings for?
Oh, Father Roach.
She fancies Father.
Yeah.
Won't be
Yes.
back until tomorrow.
Won't they be off by then?
Not at all. Besides, pet, as I told you, I'm not in the mood for all this.
If I kill Father Roach, can I have the Bakewell puddings?
Lord be with you.
So what's left to do now?
I guess just get the puddings.
That's not mine to
No, look at the list. There's something else, isn't there? Explore Bewley, investigate the folklore. You have explored Bewley, though. And you've asked lots.
Fix the fiddle bow.
You found the workman.
Yeah. Bring Bakewell puddings. So we need to convince her to bake the puddings and fix the fiddle bow as like the two actionable things. There must be a way.
Do you want to look for the fiddle bow or talk to her about...
I don't know where we would get stuff for the fiddle bow.
Well, it seems to be we have to find a horse somewhere. Is there anywhere where somebody has a horse?
No. We could find a white sheet.
A white what?
A white sheet.
S-H-E-E-T.
Yeah.
Pies!
And then hang outside her window or the church and pretend to be her dead husband.
Maybe go to the graveyard and look at his grave.
We could pretend to be her dead husband and say, like, bake the tarts or whatever.
We're supposed to meet Mr. Shoulder in the pub, aren't we?
At some point. Oh, hello.
What?
I can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
You talked to this guy earlier, didn't you?
Oh, there's now a cross on the grave.
The simple wooden cross bears a small plaque on which is inscribed
Get his
the name
bones.
Albert de Plancy.
Relative, are you?
No.
Just looking.
He were the cobbler. Who's going to mend me boots now?
You talked to him earlier, didn't you?
The
that
simple
night?
wooden cross bears... Hello? Does this fresh grave belong to Mrs. de Plancy's late husband?
Aye.
Rather bare, isn't it?
My job is to dig the graves, not decorate them.
Goodbye.
Oh, you'll have to... Maybe they have to get some flowers for the grave.
Maybe.
You could go back to the priest's little garden and get flowers.
Maybe. Oh, there's large flowers on the...
Lord's estate.
On the Lord's estate.
Is he going to let you take his flowers, though?
Who gives a fuck?
He shoots people.
Whatever, he thinks I'm hot. He thinks I'm too hot to shoot.
Some fine-looking flowers.
Can you cut him? I have the knife somewhere.
I could just pick this up.
Then pick it
Some
up.
fine-looking
You have to
flowers.
walk over, I guess.
I don't think so.
You do.
Some fine...
Would you like to apologise?
Try the knife there.
I could just pick this up.
Huh?
Could you apologise to me, please?
I apologize.
Thank you.
Some fine-looking flowers.
No, I have the
Don't
flowers.
wish to provoke her wrath any...
Can I just drag some fine-looking flowers?
I could just pick these up.
I could just pick this up. Some fine-looking flowers.
Apparently not.
Some
fine-looking flowers. Well, maybe trowel them?
I could just pick this.
Apparently not!
Ask the maid.
Oh, she'll beat me if I
Thank
talk.
you for bringing me here, Miss Tompkins.
You're welcome, Mum.
Nope. Oh, there's another carving.
That is well out of my reach. I don't wish to provoke...
Any flowers here?
There's flowers on the floor.
Can't select them. Convicts Mrs. Plancy to make some things.
Go back to the pudding bit there.
No pudding bit.
Where it says make puddings. No, go onto the pudding bit. There must be a way.
Yeah, no hint there.
There's no hints on this side.
No.
I think you must have to take the red flowers somehow.
Some fine-looking flowers.
And then decorate the grave. And go like,
I
decorated your husband's grave. Bake me some fucking cakes. Which seems insane. But it might be the thing. Well, what do you mean? I could just pick this up. Do I need like some shears or something?
Or a glove?
Yeah, day 2.
Maybe I shouldn't give him the glove back.
Getting a Bakewell pudding. There we go. Where's Mrs. de Plancy? She hasn't moved. Many sold. Yeah, that's fine. If we did something nice for de Plancy, she might return the favor. Maybe I have to talk to her first.
No, hold on. It says look for his grave in the graveyard. We did.
It's a rather simple-looking grave. Try asking de Plancy about it.
Okay. And then you can probably go and get
Probably.
flowers.
She's like, my favourite flowers are the red ones on the Lord's estate. We can go back to it.
Seems rather rude that you're demanding this poor widowed woman make you cakes.
Make me cakes, woman. I don't care about the pews. I misclicked.
Thomasina really likes the pews.
Hello, Mrs. Duplancy.
Your dead husband's grave is shit.
I saw your late husband's grave, Mrs. Duplancy. I am very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, pet. I'm ashamed
It's
to
really
say I
shit.
couldn't afford no more than a simple wooden cross.
Oh, look.
You were a colourful man, our Albert.
He must have been a
He
shit cobbler if you had
deserves
afford it.
better. He loved his flower beds.
What's the
He's
saying?
only
The
been
cobbler's
gone a
kids never have
fortnight,
shoes.
And already his plants have gone to rot. May the Lord forgive me.
Plants are difficult to maintain. I'm sure Albert would understand.
His precious hippeastrum were the first to go. I would have loved to lay one on his grave.
What does a hippeastrum flower
Is it a
look
big
like?
red flower?
Oh, beautiful things they are. Tall stems topped with large red flowers. Hard to grow in this climate. They were his pride and joy. The remarkable thing is there's no scent to 'em. That's why he loved 'em so much.
Because you couldn't smell.
You see, he hated anything that smelled sickly sweet.
Like me
Hippeastrum would
buns.
just
He
burn.
fucking hated
Let me
me,
know
he
if you
did.
come across one, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. Duplancy.
Used to scream at me.
Thanks
Stop
for your time.
Lord be
baking those fucking
Talk to her again.
buns.
Maybe you're supposed to tell her that you've seen the flowers. Do
Maybe.
you think so?
Lord Penswick is fond of a tart.
good day.
Hello, Miss. What does it...
Oh, no.
No.
Okay. I thought maybe you'd tell her.
Thanks for your
And then
thought.
she'd say she could go get them herself.
Nah, I think we have to steal flowers from a lord. She probably wouldn't want us to steal them. She'd
No.
probably go, ah, no, pet.
Don't steal.
That's a sin. I would like some flowers, please.
These matched the description of the flowers Mrs. Duplancy mentioned.
Take them. And no scent?
There's no scent.
That bitch is going to be like,
Get
fuck
away
you.
from
Yeah,
my
there we go.
hippeastrum.
Ah, apologies.
No.
Right. Distract
Well,
this
that
fucker.
confirms it. Those
Can I take 'em?
flowers, may I please take one?
Are you deaf and daft? Bugger off!
She's so fucking horrible. Kill her. Actually kill the woman. Can I get you in trouble so she's distracted?
Good day.
Hello.
I really need one of those hippeastrum flowers.
But you have no guarantee that she'll
It's a
even
long
make
story.
you a pudding
Might
just
you
to
please
get her
be
a
able
flower.
to get one for me, or distract Miss Fenchurch so I can take one?
Those flowers are Miss Fenchurch's favourites. She spends
Yeah, well, I
hours looking
hate her,
after
so
them.
tough.
Sorry, Mom. It's just that I'm so worried about Mr. Ambrose.
Oh, do you have a fucking crush on the milk boy?
We were to run away together today.
I see.
He's
Worried
100%
sick
dead.
that he stood me up. Without Mr. Ambrose, this job is all I have.
Oh.
I can't risk losing it over a flower.
But I'm posh and I don't care.
I'm sorry, Miss Tompkins. I still haven't seen him.
Do you think he's abandoned
Yes.
me?
Or
Yeah.
he's,
Sure,
or
that's
he's
not
dead.
the case.
The fairies
He
took
must
him.
have been delayed somewhere.
Could you try to find
Oh,
him for
no.
me? Oh, please, Mum. I'd do anything for you if you found my love.
I gotta go
I can
shopping.
try.
We can always save an exit.
At
Goodbye.
5.
Best get...
It's about 10 minutes.
Thank goodness you're here.
So for goodness, it's getting very complicated now.
It's an adventure game. This is what they're all like.
So we have to find a man so we can get a flower, so that we get a pudding to give to a lord, so that we can take his workers to the mountains to dig. And on top of all that, we still have to find a horse
Yes.
to make a bow for a child.
Yes.
Guys!
That's him.
Yeah. Are you Ambrose? Yeah, I just don't like her.
It's Ambrose.
Are you Ambrose?
Hello there.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Oh, are you talking to me like
Not
I'm
seen you
5?
around before.
I'm just visiting.
They're from up north. You know what they're like.
What brings you to the market today?
I purchased a Scotch egg for me tea. You want a bite?
No, thank you.
It's disgusting, but I did like Scotch eggs when I ate meat.
I don't think I've ever had one.
Scotch eggs are like they're famously fucking horrible, but I like Scotch eggs. It's like pork pies. I also used to really like pork
You
pies.
like a lot of your English peasant food, don't
Yeah,
you?
I mean they're like pork pies with like the disgusting crust and the sort of weird gelatin on the outside, and then the disgusting meat. It's quite nice.
You could ask him about Mr. Ambrose.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
I do, yes.
Have you any idea where he might be?
He is usually here by now.
So I heard.
He normally arrives via the road to the east of Bewley.
Thank you.
I've never heard of a Scotch egg, but it sounds foul.
I've heard of it, but I
premise.
don't actually know what it is. What is
Really?
it?
It's an egg that's been scotched.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Scotch egg. A Scottish egg.
What does it mean, though?
A Scotch egg is a hard-boiled egg that is then surrounded by sort of minced pork, basically.
Go back
and
there
then
a
surrounded
second.
by breadcrumbs and herbs and stuff.
Go back there a second.
No.
It says, a scotched egg is a boiled egg wrapped in sausage meat, coated in breadcrumbs and baked or deep fried.
Yeah.
Ugh, that sounds foul.
It is.
It's true what they say about English cooking.
Scottish.
No, it says
I'm sure.
It says English there.
Really?
Place of origin,
England. Never mind. The first instance is 1809 in a new system of domestic cookery. Isabella Beaton added the Scotchness.
It says other claims include to have been invented by
Fortnum and Mason. Oh, I think I've heard
Jamie
the Fortnum and
Cordes said
Mason's
that.
thing.
I think it looks and sounds delicious. I think you are
I
wrong.
think they're nice. I really like Scotch eggs. I mean, I haven't had one in it. Actually, I've had some vegan Scotch eggs recently.
It's disgusting.
And pork pie. Not bad. This is a Melton Mowbray pork pie.
You
That
really
is-
like your foul English cooking.
It's so fucking good.
My dad is English and we never ate scotched eggs or pork pie.
Look how fucking disgusting the inside of a pork pie is. Look at the gelatin
Can we just
stuff.
can we
Oh.
go back to the game?
Okay, it's so gross, and I love. That might have been my
Are
favorite
you
food
going to
when
ask
I
him
was
to
about
help you with the
13.
excavation?
I'm looking for some help with an excavation tomorrow. Might you be
Get
interested?
as many local people
Sorry,
as
miss.
murdered
You've
and
already
as
got
possible
me
by
on job.
demons.
Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
Yeah, that's nice. I hope he does.
Excrement.
Certainly don't wish
That's
to
poo.
touch
Oh, there might be a horse boy down here. Yay! I'm gonna knife your bait off.
Horsehair would make fine
And
bowstring.
I think
there's
that's
the-
a lot of bowstrings,
There's
isn't
the
it?
cat. There's the cat.
The piss cat.
She almost took my head off.
Because you were trying to cut off her tail.
Hello,
I
piss
don't
cat.
wish to wake him up.
He's still asleep. All right, knife the horse tail.
I could certainly use the knife to cut some hair from
Then
her
do.
tail, but I'm going to have to gain her trust unless I want a hoof to the nose.
Go get
Apple. Yeah, apple.
That's not mine to take.
I could free her.
I could tether a horse here if I had one.
Can I get another apple, please? Or is it still on the ground? Can I have another apple?
Good day.
Care to buy some apples?
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
Eddie?
Do you know
Aye.
the Muffin Man?
Have you seen him today?
No.
Who lives on Joe
Maybe
Reilly?
his milk's gone off. I hope so. Might mean some of his customers have some spare coin for me veggies. Ah,
Goodbye.
An apple is a
you
fruit.
know where I am.
He doesn't know that.
He's from the north. They don't know things.
Maybe you could just rub the horse.
Maybe.
Because those apples are
I
rotten
don't
anyway.
wish to lose an eye.
Don't use an eye, you
I'll
rub
have
a
to gain
horse's
her
head.
trust.
Can you walk up to the top of the horse?
I don't think that it'll automatically do it if I
I
click
don't
on
wish
things.
to lose.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you could rub her head.
I could give her.
Because horses, don't they like to be rubbed here on the bridge of their nose?
I have no idea. Isn't that everything?
What do you mean everything?
Doesn't everything like to be rubbed?
Do you
on
like to be rubbed in the bridge of your nose?
Not really.
There we are.
Do you?
Your shells are looking much more interesting now. I pestered Mother for years
It's
to
quite
let me
nice.
bring some of your treasures here.
Okay, I'll do that in the future.
I think she's worried that I want to follow in your path.
Yeah, we shouldn't have done that on camera.
She's hidden most of your discoveries
People are
away.
vomiting now.
I had to beg her to bring me to visit you, you know. I shouldn't worry you with all that. Do you
No,
know
you
that I
shouldn't.
have
Leave
a
me alone, I'm
story for
dying.
each of these pots? Well, I don't know if they're all true, but they are my memories.
Christ, shut up
Even
and go and
though
get a
I was
boyfriend
so
or a
young,
girlfriend
I
and leave me
still
alone.
remember our adventures together. Would you like me to share my memories of them?
No.
God, he
Well, I'm
wishes
going
he was
to, whether
dead.
you like it or not. I think you brought this one back from a trip abroad. I would have
Nice
loved to go
urns.
with you,
How
but
does
Mother
this
didn't
help you
want me to.
talk to a horse?
I remember you being so proud of it. It looks ancient. You were incredibly
Maybe you could ask the
excited about
red-headed
this
man
one.
about the horse.
I
Maybe it's
hadn't
his
gone on
horse.
an expedition with you yet. You were so happy about it, showing it to Mother and I. You didn't stop talking about it for hours. I thought How can Daddy be so excited over some
Because he's
old
a
broken pottery?
boring man.
But it wasn't long until
I can understand why their mother hates you both.
Oh.
This is from the first dig I remember you taking me on. The excavation of West Kennet Long Barrow.
The nerd Barrow.
Found it wedged behind a stone.
You said you wrote a paper.
He said, now there's a tiny urn for a tiny girl.
Goo.
Mother was so angry when you brought this one home, wasn't she?
What's Mother's
William,
problem?
that simply will not
horrible.
do. It's taking up all the space on the mantelpiece.
It's not
Once
that
you moved
big.
it to your study, I remember creeping in to take a peek at it. We found this one together in that mucky old barrow near Avebury. I think it was the second time you'd taken me on a dig with you. I remember you bringing it up to your face to look inside.
No one
and
did a
shrieking
second
in
visit.
horror.
Good.
There's a bloody rat in there.
Don't
you
bring it up.
screamed.
Do a
I
second
almost
kazoo.
forgot. While I was searching for your pots in the shed, I found one of your manuscripts. I thought Mother had burnt all your notebooks, but she missed one. It was an account of barrows across the east of England. I managed to read it all before Mother took it away. Daddy, it was fascinating. I've decided
Probably
that
not.
is what I want to do with my life. I'm going to travel the country, excavating and documenting my own finds. Well, as soon as I'm old enough to escape Mother, that is. When you're feeling better, we can go out on expeditions together again, just like we used to. I promise you'll get better, Daddy.
Probably
Do
not without
whatever
the
it
help of
takes
a
to make it
goblin.
so.
Where have you gone?
Over here.
Why?
To look for Milk Boy. Where
There's
else?
something ahead on the road.
Oh, right, yeah, I forgot about him.
What? We've been searching for Milk Boy for like 15 minutes.
I forgot about Milk Boy. No, we were just talking to a horse.
That was on the way to Milk Boy.
Oh my god!
Oh, Jesus. Oh, the piss cat is drinking its milk.
Help him!
Oh, Jesus.
Take it off! Take it off with your
Mr.
knife.
Ambrose. I'm going to help you.
Go on, knife.
Why have you been here?
Just take off the thing.
Please hold still. I'm going to cut you free.
Oh, Lord.
He had been so tightly bound that I could barely cut through without hurting him further. His mouth was stuffed full of flowers of a most peculiar scent. I was dismayed at such savagery and wondered if the feral folk Father Roach had mentioned were responsible for this abhorrent act. After some considerable effort, I managed to cut him free. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Who were lost in visions of hell itself. The devil. I saw the devil.
Who did this to you?
I don't remember. Oh, the terrible sights I saw. I won't forget them till my last breath.
Are you Mr. Ambrose?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yes. Edward Ambrose.
You were to meet Miss Tompkins today.
Oh, my love. Oh, my darling love.
Let me take you to her. Here, take my hand.
Can you see, or is he gone blind?
As we made the arduous trek to Panswick Manor, I probed Mr. Ambrose on who had done this to him. He insisted that he didn't remember anything, except for his nightmarish visions.
Oh, me love. Fuck you, miss.
Eddie!
Where the fuck were you, Eddie?
Jesus, what happened to you? Were you in a fight?
I don't know.
Friend, not my love.
I thought you'd abandoned me.
Never. Thank your friend here for helping me out of a bind.
Oh, Eddie.
Let's get out of here, my darling.
Oh.
Thieving beat! You guts for garters!
Oh, stick it where the sun don't shine, you bitter old sow.
The cheek!
Here you are, Mum.
Thank you, Miss Tompkins.
No, thank you for finding my poor Eddie.
Aye, thank you, lass.
Let's go, Eddie. I'm never setting foot on this godforsaken estate again.
Good luck, you two.
Aww.
That's nice.
Idiots in love. Do you want to save an exit here then?
We can go.
It's 5.
Let's just wrap up and go to bed. That seems a better place to save.
I don't know if there'll be. I don't know how much is left.
Well, couldn't you just give him the pie and then go to the pub and go to bed?
Let's see. Might be another 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Because of the horse.
I don't know. Probably.
Okay, just give him the pie and see what happens then.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think we'll forget to give him the pie. Oh no, wait, we have to tell the old lady to make pies. Yes. See, this little weaving webs.
Are you sleepy again?
Something for
that
you.
sounded sleepy.
I'm not sleepy.
That sounded sleepy.
Oh, you dear
What does that even mean?
You know what I mean.
No, I don't.
Let's take them straight to Albert. You'll come with me.
It is twisted
won't
weaves or tangled
Of
weaves
course,
or the
Mrs.
expressions.
Duplancy.
Weaving webs. What's the expression?
I don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
a tangled web we weave.
Mhm.
Something like that, isn't it? Isn't that from some
Watch.
movie or book or Churchill?
You know, the things I miss most about him are the things that used to annoy me.
What?
Like of his jaws
What?
and chewed his sandwiches, leaving his tools all around the house.
No, what? Emma, what?
Nothing.
What?
Just nothing.
What?
Just
Why are you laughing?
Silence.
Is it because you want me dead, so I won't annoy you? Is that why?
Mm-hmm. Quiet. He were a good man, our Albert.
Sounds like he was. I'm so sorry.
Do you fear death, pet?
Don't we all? The part in between that concerns me, because she's going on about her dad all the time.
It's the part in between that concerns me most.
Whatever do you mean?
My father had an accident.
Oh my God, shut up
many
about your
years
father.
ago.
She's just
Ever
obsessed with her
since, he's been in
fucking
a state we can neither
brain
speak
mushed
nor
dad.
move.
Oh, that does sound dreadful. I'm sorry, pet.
I believe his mind to still be active, but perhaps this is the worst of all fates.
Well, duh.
To be trapped in one's own body and unable to express oneself while the world continues around you. That is what I fear.
Maybe he'll get better one day.
He
I'd
won't.
do anything to make it so.
I'd milk a goblin.
Those flowers look beautiful.
Now give me my pies.
Albert will be smiling down on us. Pet, I left me basket inside the church. You'll find some Bakewell puddings in there.
Oh, I didn't do it for that
can have
reason,
them.
Mrs. Duplancy.
I insist.
Oh, if you
You've
insist.
brought an ounce of happiness into my
You're quite
day,
a manipulative
dear.
little bitch,
Yeah.
I'm
It's
seeing,
only
aren't you?
just that I return some.
Thank you, Mrs. Duplancy.
To be truthful with you, I was saving them for myself. I shouldn't be so selfish. Lord forgive me.
You're nothing of the
Your
sort.
husband just died. You can have some
I'll
treats.
stay here with Albert
Jesus.
a bit longer. You go back to your day, Pet. Lord be with you.
Yeah, I think you can go to
And
bed
you,
once you give him the
Mrs.
pie, because
Duplancy.
it's dark now. That's just my sunglasses. Does it matter when you get the horse's hair? Like, do you have to get it before
I have
you...
no idea.
Why don't you check that?
Why?
Here
Because
they are.
if we have to do it now, we can do the horse and give the pie. Horse, horse, horse. I love horse.
Sorry, all of the tabs I'm clicking through. I've typed in hot mouse from Secret of Nim and pork pie. I need to click through them to get to the other things. What was it? Following the strange girl.
You did that.
Finding animal hair. There's evidence of a horse. Yep. The knife was fine. Horse in a bad temper. Something sweet that horses are generally known to enjoy. Sugar cube? Yeah, sugar cube. So we need to find a sugar cube.
Where should I look?
The inn should have some snacks.
Okay. So give him the... Do you go and give him the pie now or what?
Whatever you like.
Go and give the Lord the pie.
I'll just check the inn first. See if there's a sugar cube right here.
Why are they all standing in the rain?
Mm.
If you go into the inn, you'll get talking to Mr. Shoulder and Albert, the drum. Not Albert.
Oh, you have sugar
Perhaps
cubes. I
you've
see
had
them.
enough sugar.
There we
Don't
go.
you start an all.
Yeah, do you have toothpaste? Like,
Can I have a sugar cube?
in them?
Hands off me sugar.
I need a special plate. Otherwise, I won't give you me
said
sugar.
hands off.
Come on, Joe. Be nice to our visitors.
Ha! This place has gone to buggery.
Because she wants a sugar cube.
Okay, I got a sugar cube. There we go. I need a special feather. Otherwise, I won't give up me sugar cubes. What's that?
For my eyes.
You should do your eyes then.
In a minute.
Mhm.
I just want to wrap up.
Sugar cube with horse.
And then pie.
I have no idea how long it's going to take.
Just to give a man a pie. Just go
Well,
back.
who knows what else comes afterwards?
Just go up to his house.
And also we need to give the bow.
Girl.
I suppose you're right.
Hopefully that's gained some trust between us.
I'm just enjoying it.
Mm-hmm. Right, now I will knife the fuck out of you.
I've managed to cut off a few lengthy strands.
Yippee! Horsehair. Use horsehair with resin.
To fix the bow.
There we are. This should make sufficient bowstring now.
Fantastic. So now I have bowstring on bow.
I've done it. The bowstring seems to hold on sufficiently.
Okay, give the Lord the pie then.
Mm-hmm.
And then go back to the pub. And we can save there if you like.
If you want to.
Because that will be a good place to meet to remember the pub.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try not to look up any spoilers.
Mm-hmm. We can probably finish it next Monday if you like.
The vision returns.
I come bearing
you.
gifts.
Freshly baked gifts?
Yes. 3 of Mrs. de
That'll be a good boy and open your mouth.
Oh, you are an amusing creature, Thomasina.
I never wanted her stupid
Get down on your knees and
Must
beg
think
for
me
me.
a scoundrel of the highest order for asking you to undertake such folly. Of course, I would have lent you my men either way. I merely desired an excuse to share a cake with you.
Lord Panswick.
I take no pleasure in watching you scurry about Bewley to fulfill my
Yeah, I'm
dream.
sure.
Or do I?
I do not find this amusing in the slightest. You have no idea what I had to go through to
It was
get
very
these for you.
convoluted.
It was unbelievably
I do.
convoluted.
And that's what I admire about you.
I was spying on you from the trees.
I had to make your maid leave you in order to do this.
Never. Though in this case, I ought to have.
So you're out
Now
of
then,
staff member.
Will you
You just
share
get another
one of
one.
these tempting confections with me?
Fuck off.
It's up to you.
You're the choose-mo.
Stop calling me that. Emma, my name's Emma. Why not?
Why
Then
not?
pub them
We'll
Splendid.
see.
I'm glad the rain doesn't
No,
put
then
you
pub
off.
them said.
We'll see.
You
No,
like
that's
to
what we'll
live
do.
a little
Mhm.
dangerously,
Won't we?
don't you, Thomasina?
And
Let us stroll to the beck.
won't we?
That sounds nice.
Say yes.
We'll see.
No, we won't see.
Fine.
My goodness.
Goodness.
And I'll do my eyes.
We walked side by side down to the beck, his hand occasionally
Yeah.
brushing mine.
Maybe I shouldn't have gone with him. Maybe this is the end of the game. You're going to be
Despite
murdered.
Lord Panswick's entertaining company, I had an overwhelming feeling that time was being wasted. We ate those cakes down by the beck, and as he attempted the most charming lines he could muster upon me, I only had one thing on my mind.
That woman from the stall earlier.
Father.
Oh,
I
God,
liked-
get over your fucking dad.
I liked the way the woman from the stall yelled at me earlier.
Saved from his suffering. Was the answer to be found within Hobbs Barrow? I ached to find out. I didn't even notice the taste of those famous puddings. Seemingly disheartened by my lack of enthusiasm, Lord Panswick soon marched me back toward the ruined chapel.
Aching for daddy. Oh, Ben.
Chaps, listen up. You're to assist Miss Bateman's excavation tomorrow. What time, Miss Bateman?
Early morning, if you don't mind.
We'll be there whenever you need us, miss.
Hobbs Barrow. On the Bryden estate, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll be there.
Take your tools with you. Miss Bateman will need every assistance we can provide her with.
It's no bother.
Splendid.
Thank you, lads.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you later, my dear.
Thank you, Lord Panswick.
We're finishing up here, miss. See you tomorrow morning, all right?
Certainly.
Bye.
I appreciate your help. Well, that's a relief to have my crew assembled for tomorrow.
Okay, we'll go back to the pub and save them. Next week we can probably finish off, because we are probably close to the end of this episode, and then there's one more left, I think. Or one more day.
Village Square?
Yeah. Big stretch. And go in pub. We can give the bow to the the fairy child. Oh, that's a new boy, I think, isn't
Is
it?
the old man new? The one sitting down there?
I think, no, that's Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, that's Leonard.
You're a new boy. You look a little bit like Benedict Cumberbatch. And Pisscat is nowhere to be seen.
Can you talk to them?
Right. I'm saving.
I would just ask. Badger girl is what you've got left.
Cake boss.
Oh.
Fantastic. Thank you for watching. Are you going straight away?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. It was very, very fun. I like this game. It's really good. I will raid somebody and be live tomorrow for something. I'll probably play Sam and Max. We're nearly finished with that game as well, actually. We're past the halfway point, and I really enjoy it, so I'll probably finish that this week.
Goodbye, everybody.
/ raid who is ever around.
Goodbye, Kane.
Goodbye. I love you.
Goodbye forever.
I love you very much.
Love you.
And I'll raid this person, because I like this person a lot. Let's raid this person. Hang on. Thank you for watching. It was very, very fun. Live again tomorrow, and for the rest of this week. Bye!